Why, hello everyone. I hope we're having a fantastic Sunday night. We've been in talks with this interesting fella for the past couple of days. If you're here, John, I saw you in the chat. I dropped a link. I'll drop another one when I see you again, and unless if Soup banned you, which I apologize. Don't at Soup though. Joining us is Carl.
He was banned. I saw somebody ban him.
Okay.
I don't know who did it.
Damn it, Soup. Well, I'll drop another link for and then the world's #1 pasta hater.
What's up, guys?
Howdy, Embassy.
Yeah, it's fucking Steve.
Yeah,
Possible
fucking
dream?
Steve.
Biggest pasta
No.
hater. Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
a 300
you see
second
my
time,
thing?
but okay.
See my title? There you go. Gluten free.
Gluten-
Oh, what, you're
Free?
gluten free? Oh, you're special. Oh,
Alright,
get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Nobody wants to. Get out of here. Fucking gluten free Steve over here.
So I'd like to just get straight into it. Here you go, John. Don't puss out, brother. Alright. I'm not even. I have other topics I want to talk about first, anyways. All right, I'm not here to. Yeah, oh yeah. But with John, obviously, he's an interesting fella. Music's a hair load.
Indeed, it is.
Oh, one John Thomas. Hello, John Thomas.
What's going on, brother?
Nothing much, John Thomas. So, I guess we can start with something we all agree on this panel, right? Is that the Earth is in fact a globe, correct?
Absolutely not.
What?
All right, man,
we're starting
explain
up
to me
strong.
on why. All right, I need some kind of explanation here on why you think the Earth is flat. How
He
you
never
came to that
said it was
assumption.
flat. He never said it was flat. What do you think the Earth is, John Thomas?
The earth is whatever God decides it to be at any second.
Well, you say it's not.
Well,
round,
what do
so-
you believe it is in your heart of hearts right now?
All I know is the earth's not moving and the stars are moving around me. That's what I know.
No, come on, John
Huh.
Thomas. That's Middle Age astrology, John Thomas. That's not how it works. You know
I'm
that.
afraid it does.
How? What science do you have?
Wait. How do you know this is how it works, though? Did you go to space?
Well, hold on.
Nobody here did.
When I go outside,
Well,
the road
you're
is
right.
flat. You know, like the streets are flat, the fields are flat. I don't know what you're talking about. It's flat.
Wait. So, Steve, you're a flat earther too?
I mean, clearly, that's. Do you not see flat stuff? It's all flat.
It's all flat. Oh,
I mean,
we've got another.
I mean,
get on up here, Luxury.
Hey, what's up, dude?
Hello. So we're on the shape of the Earth subject as of right now.
Sure.
I love it.
Hold on. Are the only choices round or flat?
No, that's what I was saying. He didn't say flat.
well,
it could
all
be
right,
hexagonal.
well, this
It
isn't
could
like
be
Minecraft,
a-
okay? The world is not a square, all right? This
I didn't
is
say
like,
square. That don't be ridiculous. It's not a square.
but it's like not like, but it's round, dude. The world is round. You like, I don't
What's
see why
the-
we're having a discussion here.
What's the story about how like the Earth is a disc on the back of a giant
Okay, I've
turtle
heard this.
that's like chilling on 4 elephants or whatever? Like, what's
I've heard
that?
that, but I've heard the Earth is a disc. I've heard that before.
You know, I feel like I would like to move on from what shape the Earth is. I'd like to find out what other interesting thoughts this guy has.
I'd like to stay on the earth for a minute if I could.
Oh,
Yeah,
Sure.
you know what,
Please,
you know what, let's
please.
stay on Earth. Let's stay on Earth.
I'd
Yeah,
like some more
please.
explanation on why you, first of all, think that the Earth is somehow still the center of the universe, which has been disproven for centuries now. But
Well, what is the center of the universe?
go ahead, John Thomas, please.
I'm willing to believe that the earth was a globe at one point.
At one point, yeah.
And what changed your conviction on the matter?
Well, I've never seen any other set of constellations, brother. And you want to tell me how that's possible? Go ahead.
What do you? I'm confused. Like you've only seen like Ursula Major and Minor, and that just means that.
Have you ever been to the southern hemisphere?
Well, it wouldn't matter because I live on the side.
No,
Hey,
it
what you're
would.
saying
It
to me-
would
hold on,
matter.
hold on.
I live on the side of a ball, so
What are all the
I
stars in
can
the sky?
see-
What are all the stars in the sky? What are they then?
I can't name them all for you, but what I
No,
do
what I'm
know
saying,
is
what are they? What would they be if they're not like?
What celestial body are they? Is what he's asking.
I have no idea.
They're
I-
stars.
I
They're
don't
sun.
know.
They're
They're stars, right?
It's a
But the
giant
stars-
tarp with pinholes poked in it.
It
The
could
light
be.
coming through. Yeah.
I want to say John would probably call it the firmament.
I believe we're living inside of God's head, And reality as we know it is fluid. I've experienced the Mandela effect in my own personal life, and therefore
All right.
I know.
We're not going to get into that Mandela effect.
Wait, no,
stuff.
I want
That's
to. I
wild.
want to know
No.
what he's experienced.
I know what
I
he's
just
talking
know-
about.
I
You
just
know-
know, guys.
Was
I
it the
know what the
Berenstein
effect
Bears one?
is. I know what the effect is. I
That's
want to
the
know
same
what
thing
his.
as the
what
Mandela.
his-
That's part of it.
I want to know what his example is that he experienced.
You know what? You're right. I am curious as well.
Well, when me personally in 2014, I was in Jerusalem celebrating the Feast of Tabernacles, and I was talking to a gentleman friend of mine that had invited me to these dinners. I just met him, and we were talking about the Bible, and I said, well, you know what Isaiah says? And I quoted to him Isaiah 4, verse 1. He said, I've never heard of it. Go get it for me. So I go get it and look it up. It's fine. It still says 6 women. By the time I walk over
7.
to him, now it says 7. Exactly. Now it says 7. So you know the verse I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Vaguely.
so I brought.
Or did you just Google it?
No.
Yeah, I vaguely know about what you're talking about.
Yeah, I brought Lux up here because he has delved into religious studies to some capacity. So when we get on to that subject, we'll have,
Cool.
another side, because I assume things didn't go well on Orla's panel.
I enjoyed being on Orlo's panel immensely.
Okay, well, why'd you say? What's your beef with me? You were talking shit about me. I took a little offense to that, John Thomas. I've been nice to you, I think.
Seems like I got attacked the other night. If that wasn't you, I guess I'm getting my wires crossed here.
I mean, I know I heard some things from you earlier that I'm personally not too happy about, but I guess we're gonna get into that later.
Absolutely.
I'd be interested to see the Isaiah verse like in the Greek or Aramaic and not just like in a modern. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
And
it's
King-
all
King
7 now.
James.
I mean, seven is traditionally like a pretty
Biblical
widely
number.
used. Yeah. And so it's pretty easy to believe that 7 might be changed to 7 in the light of wanting to make it a godly number.
Before I got married, I was a big time polygamous advocate, and that number 6 stood out to me big time. But I remember thinking to myself, well, with me plus the 6 women, that is a 7. So I know that verse was 6.
So John Thomas, you just like the
I
fuck,
found
huh?
residue for it. And
That's what it is. That's what it is. That's what it is.
what was that?
You just like to go out there and fuck, right? That's-
Well,
I mean, before you're married, I think a lot of
Look.
guys before they're married like to, they believe in polygamy. They believe in fucking.
it's not
Is
against
this
the
why
law.
you're not married, Steve?
But I know I'm not. Yeah, I'm not married. Thanks for pointing that out. Awesome.
I
So,
found residue
John-
for that, by the way, in X-Files. The episode is The Field Where I Died. There's 6 women in the mugshot. Scully says she has 6 wives to interview. And the justification for that whole episode is Isaiah 4, verse 1, which they do quote.
Interesting.
The X-Files is canon for the Bible.
Very, very religious
no.
material.
Not
Yeah.
canon, but editors would have said, hey, the verse says 7. Trust me, that wouldn't have got through
It's canon.
production.
Yeah.
I would like to briefly go back to the world is round, the world is flat deal, or the world is whatever God wants it to be. I would recommend a book called The Day the World Discovered the Sun. So like on June 3rd, 1769, the planet of Venus passed between us and the sun, right? So there was like an eclipse that you could witness Venus making a transit across the sun as a little shadow of a speck, right? And we like missed it back in 1769, but they had guys like Copernicus that were like, there's going to be another one coming around. And there was. And so in anticipation of that, there was a worldwide competition among aspiring global superpowers, each sending out their own specific expeditions to go and witness the transit of Venus across the sun. These pioneers used the Venus transit to, like, again, if you can time how long it takes to cross the sun. And we're talking about people from all over the globe. Have you ever heard the Mason-Dixon line? Mason and Dixon were the people that went to go watch that shit. You know what I'm saying? So there were people in America, there were people in South America, there were people in Russia, there were people in Antarctica, and they all witnessed the same celestial event and all got the same measurements from it. And from those measurements, you could plug it into physics and, you know, determine that the Earth is in fact a globe. And that's what the book argues. I'm just gonna say I highly recommend the book.
I'm fine with those findings. Like I say, it could be round or flat at any moment. And it could have been that
it shapeshifts now?
when it could have been all of a sudden flip-flopping, just like a Mandela effect. And then people don't know why.
Negative. The Earth has been constant for a very long time. Constantly a sphere. That's just how gravity works. I strongly disagree.
Perhaps. I mean, we've never seen any bodies attract another. Give me 1 second.
Oh, okay. I'm curious about what he thinks about other planets, though. I mean, then what are other planets like? Are they flat too, or do they just not exist?
How is the Earth the center of the universe and the stars rotate around us? That's just not the case.
But what about the other planets?
The seasons wouldn't work the way they would. The tides wouldn't work the way they do.
The Earth is the center of the universe. I don't know what you're talking about. There's no center of the universe. It's all relative from where you're looking. If you're looking from the Earth, it's the center. That's exactly why they were right in fucking the Roman times.
You're retarded.
Actually, I'm more right than you can handle. I just blew your fucking mind.
Yeah.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
Boo-Boo's backstage, but I have the poor man version, so I'm gonna swap Boo-Boo and Tony for right now. Okay, Tony?
Yeah, all good.
Okay. Little tag out. Hello, Boo-Boo.
Hello. How you all doing?
Doing quite well. We've got Jonathan up here. Oh, John Thomas.
I apologize. I'm back.
Oh, hey, what's up?
What's going on?
Nothing much.
Long time no see. I'm glad you're here.
I've never seen any other constellations, and
go to the southern hemisphere.
And 6 months apart, I should be able to see an entirely different set if I'm on the side of a globe.
You do.
And
have you not marked the location of Ursula Major?
You absolutely do. Every 6 months.
100% just Googled some flat earther arguments.
No, hold on. No. When you go 6 months around the sun, when it's nighttime, the sun is on the other side of space, so you see a completely different set of constellations.
Well, I've never seen that. I've always seen the same ones year round.
It's the same stars night after night. Wait, what about the moon? What about the position of the moon? Explain to me how that moves.
I've never seen any other face of the moon. That's strange.
What? Wait.
The moon is tidally locked.
Correct.
Guys, I think what he's saying is he's never been outside.
Well,
he's crying out for help, guys.
You tell me how all the gas doesn't float away in a vacuum.
Because of gravity. Hey, Metal Gear Rex is here. Why?
Hey, Metal.
MGR, how you doing?
Good seeing you here.
Yeah, it's because of gravity. The same thing that holds you on Earth is the same thing that holds all the gas.
Hi, Clint. Long time no see as well. I wish you could stay longer, but we miss you too. All right, where pasta to come?
More of that spaghetti. Pasta.
But so John Thomas, moving forward,
yes,
you like to fuck, but
we're moving backwards. We're moving backwards here.
We're not. All right, John Thomas likes to fuck.
Well, then I'm reading more into this Isaiah verse that he was talking about. And so if you go back one chapter in Isaiah 3, again, we're talking about the prophet talking about like God judging the country of Israel, like that time that 7 women come to one man, give us children that we may become pregnant. It's like God is like judging all of Zion for being fucking awful. Like, you get that right? Like, it's God is saying like, hey, all that stuff that you guys are doing is actually kind of pretty bad, and I'm going to judge you like a fucking judge in court.
Or do you mean the polygamy part, or the?
Oh yeah, I guess it's almost like God doesn't like sexual sin of any kind.
Yeah.
Yeah, God is an autistic boy.
That's out of context, but
is it though?
Autism.
Hey, what context does God like sexual sin?
It's not sexual sin, for one, because there's laws.
So whoever's got T-Mobile, put your
a man
phone on
can't have
vibrate.
more than one wife, but
It's not me.
All right.
what he
Put
was
your
judging them
fucking
over was
T-Mobile,
the child
put your phone
sacrifice
away.
and things like this. That's
Alright,
what
so-
Isaiah was speaking about, not polygamy.
I'd like to put something out there. So John Thomas likes to fuck. All right, we've established this. But John Thomas abides by the laws of Moses, correct? So, with your wife having relocated to her father's house, you are therefore locked out of fucking, correct?
I was there for what now?
When your wife decided to relocate to her father's house, it kind of like hard locks you out of being able to fuck, correct?
Well, yeah, in a lot of ways it would. I mean, she's not
So-
supposed to be over there with them.
So
Supposed to be with me, but
Right, but with the way things are, she's over there with him. So that means you may be feeling a little sexually frustrated, right, John Thomas?
time to time.
Time to
Sound-
time, right?
It sounds like you're pretty unequally yoked in your marriage, my dude.
We all would be. I don't believe men being yoked with women evenly is a thing. I think it's fine if your wife isn't as smart as you. Why does she have to be?
I got
What?
very confused about
The
that.
What?
fuck?
Yeah, I was sitting there just like, I don't know what he said.
So, John, I know I keep making you have to spit it, but if you could run that. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna spin it my way. So, John Thomas believes that if you're stuck on an island with a 15-year-old girl, and you don't fuck that 15-year-old girl, you're gay. Correct, John Thomas?
Well, I wouldn't say you're gay. I would
You
say
said that to me the other night, John.
you're
Thomas.
totally
Oh,
mind
man.
controlled.
Wait,
Yeah,
wait,
I
wait,
get
wait.
that.
Mind control.
So if he's you give it your way then. If he didn't say it the way that you want it accurately represented, how would you say you should fuck that 15-year-old?
No.
I recall you calling us homos.
You know, as a homo, I take offense.
I do want to say that, yes, I felt a little attacked, and I lashed out at Tony One Leg and others, maybe a little too viciously. But
Well, I mean,
we've
would
been
you not? All right, hold on.
programmed. That's my point.
That I don't know. You saying that and calling other people gay for not wanting to sexually assault a 15-year-old. I don't know. I consider you like a predator, dude. Like, just have that thought
No.
that you would even do it. It's. I don't know. You're not
CBG were
right, dude. You're not
brainwashed.
right
They
in
were
the head.
brainwashed,
Brainwashed.
apparently.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're
Bubo.
brainwashed.
Exactly.
What's up?
Bubo,
I'm just keeping it real here. You're not right.
You
There's
are
something not right up
unfortunately
there.
in the rotating spot. So
Sounds
I'm
good,
gonna have MGR up in a second. Would
All right,
you
there's
like
just one more.
to say, yeah, exactly. Yeah, get whatever you have to say out,
Yeah.
Mr. Thomas.
I gotta
Thomas, you make me lose brain cells every time I talk to you. Have a good night.
Yeah, you too, sir. The problem I was having is I was surrounded by atheists and nihilists who were offended at human biology. Okay, a 15-year-old girl, if we're all animals, is ready to have babies. Am I correct?
What?
Didn't I
What
tell
are
you
you
last time to
talking
stop
about?
talking about kids, John?
We're
What are
not
you
animals.
fucking-
Talking
We're,
about something here, bro.
Yeah.
we're humans. We're
He's still
humans who
going.
know not to fuck 15-year-olds.
Okay, but if we're atheists, we're animals. We evolved. It doesn't matter what you want to call us, humans or dogs.
No, that's not how that works.
You know,
Now,
atheists have morals. You're aware of that, right? Like
Yeah.
we are moral people.
Atheists
Absolutely.
believe
Most
in
of us are.
natural selection.
That doesn't mean
Okay.
we don't have morals. Like we care about things. We love our family, and we know that It's
And
not
don't-
okay to mess with children.
And don't wanna fuck kids on an island.
You're muddying
Did
the
he just
water.
try to equate natural selection to molesting children?
He did.
Hold on,
Yep.
He did.
hold on,
He did.
Yep.
hold on.
You're the ones that believe in natural selection. So what you are is you're all over the fence.
No
I
one
never
did
said
that.
I was an atheist.
No one did
I don't
that.
know. I don't know why you're. I don't know why you're
Yeah.
lumping me in as an
Yeah,
atheist.
I never said I was an atheist either. I just don't believe
Well,
in fucking
what's your
15-year-old
beliefs?
girls.
So where do you get your definitions of what a child is and isn't? I mean,
Mostly the law and also my morals about not fucking children.
I would propose that you're just regurgitating what you've been fed, and
No, I don't want to
Maybe-
fuck a child.
Like
I
you and whatever
there's-
church you go to.
Fucking
There-
guy.
there's nothing stopping me from fucking a child other than the fact that I don't want to fuck a child. Like the law is not like some like block from that. It's the fact that I don't want to fuck a child.
As most people don't want to.
Exactly.
well, we didn't start out on 15-year-olds. It was 17-year-olds that we were talking about. and-
Because of Tommy.
Because
And
of
that
Tommy.
my issue with that is again the age gap, which you seem
Yeah.
to not have a issue with. But I think people have probably said it to you over and over again. There's no
Right.
reason for a 29-year-old man to be with a 17-year-old. Bar
and
none.
Why is that?
Whatsoever.
I mean, now
Why
the
is
age
that?
gap the age gap causes pedophilia, or I mean,
It
that's bizarre.
so as devil's advocate, in somewhat of Tommy's defense, I fucking hate Tommy. Okay, John, but for all intents and purposes, it was technically legal in the state that he was in when these things were perpetrated. That does not mean it's not fucking disgusting. Does not mean that it's morally okay just because he skirted the law to get what he wanted. Some 17-year-old puss is what he wanted. John. That's
There's-
weird
there's
for a
lots of
29-year-old
legal
man
things.
to want that.
I'd like to take these things. I'd like to take these things to their logical conclusion for a moment. You know, so we're saying like 17 with Tommy, 15 is when a girl like goes through some kind of biological change, making her ready to bear children. John is saying, so let's split the baby at 16, right? So John Thomas, should a 16-year-old be able to be drafted into the military for wartime service?
no woman should be allowed to be in the military.
I'm just saying 16-year-olds in general.
Wait. Why?
Wait,
Why?
wait,
Why?
Yeah.
Why? Why is
Because
that?
It's offensive. Anyone with morals should know that.
Should a
How? Wait. Whoa. Enlighten me.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get him to give some baseline answers here. So he says no for 16-year-old women. Okay. So should a 16-year-old woman be able to smoke cigarettes?
She should be able to do whatever her daddy tells her she can do.
Oh
Okay.
no.
So what if
Fuck
her
you.
dad?
This
What
is
if
what
her
I was
dad
hearing
said?
earlier.
Yeah,
This is
yeah,
what I was
yeah,
hearing. Going back.
Again,
Fuck
again,
you.
we're just getting baseline answers from John Thomas. So
Saying
it
that it
should-
doesn't cross the laws of Moses. No, a 16-year-old shouldn't be allowed in the military. The laws of Moses, you had to be 20 years old to join the army.
should a 16-year-old be able to vote?
No.
Should a 16-year-old be able to, again, make autonomous decisions for themselves, like getting tattoos?
Well, according to you, they can. They can, as long as the other
I,
party.
yeah, according to me, what? You don't
He's
involve me.
asking-
Don't involve me in your answers.
He's asking what you think, John.
I just told you. They should be under the direction of their father.
So this leaves a whole gap for like single mother households. Like I don't understand. Like what happens then? And it
That's
can't
why
be.
we don't allow it. We shouldn't be doing that, Brother Linguini. We shouldn't have single mother
but it
households.
happens. It's
Sure,
Yeah,
yeah,
it
we
happens.
shouldn't allow it, and it happens. They're two different things.
so under
happens
but
to
under the law of
16-year-old
Moses. What happens under the law of Moses when that happens? If there's a mother with a
widow.
daughter? Yeah.
Well, people would take her in, and then she would have a daddy. Then is what would people? I mean, that's what we're
So you
supposed to
believe in
do.
welfare?
Welfare, in what capacity? In the laws of
In the
Moses.
capacity of you just said that her
What are the-
neighbors and her people in her community should take care of her. So that's basically welfare. So you agree welfare is a good thing?
Not in the way
I have
we're
the same
doing it.
washer.
You're tying it all
Yeah,
into
let's say
something
somebody's
else.
laundry's done.
It's my laundry. Shut up.
Somebody's laundry's done. Somebody's T-Mobile was ringing before. I don't know.
So John Thomas, like, why do you feel compelled to like stay living in the United States? Like, do you want to like live in this country and abide by its laws, or do you disagree with its laws?
I disagree with the laws, but the way this place is set up, you can just do whatever you want to with them. So why should I have to leave?
Because there are places where, you know, an adult man can kind of tell their 16-year-old daughter to do something, you know, like, you know, Mexico, like the age of consent in Mexico is like 15. So you should just go live in Mexico, really.
Damn it, Demon King. Damn it, Tony. Let the man cook, damn it.
Get the fuck out of my country and go live in Mexico where that shit's allowed.
So is it pedophilia there, or?
Yeah, I'm not in control of another state's sovereign laws. I don't agree with it. That's why I don't fucking live in Mexico. And I think Mexico's a fucking shithole.
Well, so it really isn't you're just a follower then, brother.
Yep, there it is.
Cody.
You can't make the conscious decision to not fuck kids on your own. You don't
have an opinion.
What are you talking? You don't have an opinion yourself. You're following a book.
I told
you're following...
what mine's the
No.
law.
You're saying that they are followers. You yourself are a follower. What are you talking? What's the point of that? What are you trying to say?
He's being led around by
you literally follow a religion
USA,
that allows you to fuck kids, or at least justifies it, or is vague enough that you can get around it and try to justify it.
I follow one set of laws, and he's following everybody's, and I guess, you know, it's a little different.
You want to know something though? All right. You're following, and I'm not an atheist. I'm not. But you are following a book that is supposedly words of somebody that you don't even know existed. At least laws are written by people that you know existed.
I can judge the fruit, though, brother, and I can agree with that those are good, in my opinion.
Do you know why we update laws, John? Do you know why, like, we go throughout history?
Because they're not laws, brother. They're suggestions. That's why you update them.
So then what is your book then? What are the laws in your book? What are those?
There we go.
Well, you'd have to read it. I mean, it's
No,
going to take all time.
no, I don't. You just said that the laws they don't count. So, like, what are your laws exactly?
Laws are something that don't change.
No, they're not. They're suggestions.
Oh.
That's the suggestions of Moses is what you follow.
Where do you stand on like Jesus providing a new covenant where like the Old Testament's covenant with God was not needed anymore?
He never said that. That was all Paul. That was Paul that said the laws of Moses make his members dead, and you've been bewitched if you even get back into it. Christ said, if you want eternal life, keep the commandments.
Yeah, what do you guys say to that?
So what sect of religion do you classify yourself as, John Thomas? I guess I haven't even actually asked that.
No, I've not been led into a sect so much. I've been all over the place, but my disagreements with certain matters of the law and those people that are allowed to break the law gets me alienated from those groups. So.
Hey, how do you feel about Jews?
I'm sorry?
How do you feel about Jews?
About Jesus?
Jews.
Yeah. Well, the Jews don't follow the law now, do they?
I mean, it depends on
It
depends. It depends on the Jew. It depends on the Jew,
Where's this
right?
going? Whoa! Hold on. What did you just say?
So you're saying just like writ large, like again, the honor your father and mother kind of deal. Like, you know, if a father like tells their child to do something, they need to honor that. Like what if your father tells you, or if there's a father telling a child to do something immoral? Do they have a moral obligation not to follow what their father says?
If they were being told to do something against the laws of Moses, that's what the priest was for. You know what I mean? If your father wants you to do something that you know God has said is immoral, illegal, well, no, you would have to.
So are you like?
Hold on. I have a. Shut up, Linguini. I have a follow-up question. If Jews don't follow the law, but Jews follow the law of the Old Testament, But
Absolutely,
Jesus's
they do
pact,
not.
Jesus's pact didn't change his agreement to follow the laws of the Old Testament. Don't Jews follow the law?
No, the Jews follow the Talmud, their oral traditions, and Jesus told
It's not
them.
oral. It's not oral. It's been written down for thousands and thousands of years. The Torah is an unbroken chain
Torah,
of
yeah.
written history.
The Torah is not the Talmud, brother. Those are two different things.
No, but the Talmud is the law of Moses, is it not?
No, it is not, sir. You're just you're
What is-
out.
what it- what-
you're
what-
out.
what is-
I'm pretty sure you're mistaken on that one.
What is the Talmud?
There's centuries of like rabbinic literature, though.
Absolutely.
That's the Talmud. Okay.
There-
Right. That's
there
right.
is-
But again, you're saying it's spoken though, but like there is like rabbinic literature.
There is
It's not- it's all just-
there is a much longer written history of these laws and books than anything in the Christian Bible and anything in the Christian books of learning.
Well, that's fine, but I'm just telling you what Christ said. They make void the law for their traditions. A Pharisee is where Judaism got started in the first place. Is it not?
I don't know what that word you just said is.
Yeah,
A
repeat that.
Pharisee? All rabbis take their ordination going back to the Pharisees. So their oral traditions is what you're talking about. The Talmud is those laws, and those are opposite to the laws of Moses.
Yeah, really
If you-
quick, I just wanted to go ahead and say, like, John grew up without a father. That could probably explain most of this.
John, why don't you say that?
Put yourself back in Linguini.
John, why don't you say that? You say all this stuff about people growing up in like broken homes, and meanwhile you grew up in a broken home, brother.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck?
So, because I hate it, I shouldn't be allowed to speak out against it. That's an interesting take.
Oh, yeah, but can I tell you? My home was, I would say, slightly broken for like half of my childhood. I'll say it.
Slightly.
I'm okay. I'm slightly broken. I'm doing pretty good. I'm not gonna rebel against it.
I'm doing
It's
good
part of
too.
life. Just because
I
it
see my
ruined
dad
this.
all the time. We've reconciled since then.
So then why are you speaking out against single mothers? Like, why are you saying that? You basically are saying that they're not up to the task. Like, that's what I get from everything you say.
Absolutely, women are not up to the task, especially raising boys.
I know for a
Especially
fact you are
raising
wrong,
boys.
sir.
Yeah, I
You
know
are
for a
absolutely
fact
wrong,
you're
sir.
wrong.
The statistics are against you on that.
No, they're actually not. But that's that's a whole other.
So you want
thing.
single
I'll have to
moms to
look
try
that
to
up, but
raise
I'm pretty sure
boys.
you're
Is
wrong.
that what it is?
Well, who
What?
cares if they do a good job? Who cares?
Yeah, you can't. Yeah.
No. If they're doing a good job, then who cares?
Wait, was your
Is they
mom
can
gay?
do a good as job as they want, and that's
You
just
just
not
asked
gonna
if his
be
mom
enough.
was gay.
Why is it not
John
good enough?
Thomas's mom was gay. I'm confused.
they're not
So
gonna-
single moms are gay?
Okay.
I
I'm
didn't
sorry.
say
I'm
that.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Well, no, just like I'm just curious where you're getting that statistic from. Like, where'd you read that?
Yeah.
Yeah. You go
that's what I thought.
and do the research. I'm not going
That's-
to pull up a bunch of studies for you.
That's what I thought.
I lived
That's
it,
what I thought.
brother. Trust
That's
me.
what I thought. No,
Boys
that,
that
that's
grow
cool. That's
up
cool.
without
So-
a father grow up weird. That's as simple as it gets.
So now it's anecdotal
Not-
evidence.
Yeah, pretty much.
Not that they grow up weird, but like you said, they have a statistical disadvantage in life in just about every category. Right?
Absolutely.
You're more likely to, have like jail time. You're more likely to have these, but again, it does not set in stone that you are going to not graduate high school.
But
That kind
also,
of,
isn't that just single parent households in general, not just
Correct.
like because it was a woman?
correct. I guess the majority of single parent households are single motherhood households.
That is
Not
true
all-
because
not all, but most.
Statistically, they usually always lean with the mother. That is true.
Okay.
Again, John's statement of if you grow up with a single mom, you grow up weird is not correct.
It's not
May I
correct.
chime in a little bit here?
Go for it.
So, me and my little brother grew up in separate households. I grew up with my dad. My little brother grew up with my mom. My little brother got scholarship offers to Stanford while I never went to college.
There you go. So if you have a single father, you end up weird and you don't go to college.
Going to college ain't everything. A lot of people that go to college are
That sounds
brainwashed.
like just the
Lacking a lot
sentence
of
you would say.
Oh, weirdos.
Clearly, you're lacking a lot of it.
I mean, these are just generalizations that, like, they're anecdotal evidence. They're
Kind of
just,
sounds, it kind of sounds like projection is what it sounds like. Sounds like John
Yeah.
didn't grow up with his dad, so he became a weirdo, and so now everybody has to grow up like
I'll
that,
admit
right?
it. Yeah, I'm weird.
That's.
Well,
I'm glad you
Yeah, buddy.
That's an understatement.
I mean, maybe I'm the only one here not in denial.
what are we in denial about?
You tell me.
Hey, I never said I was
Yeah.
normal. I mean, look at my picture right now. It's a guy who's possibly high on Percocets with a cigarette in his mouth. Okay.
John,
I
I'll
never said
I'll note something that throughout this entire conversation, like I have not heard you laugh, and I can't. You can hear when people like speak with a smile on their face, and I can't hear that in your voice. Like you don't. You speak, and your mouth is clearly like
Yeah.
frowned.
Well,
Like
just-
Because I'm not a troll, brother. I'm not trolling you right now.
I'm not
I was
sitting
talking
here. I'm
with
just.
I
Sure,
would-
it's not because you're a manic depressive.
yeah, I'm just saying you don't have a very joyful heart for being like a man who is in touch with God's word.
Hold on. Do you think you're
This is
being
it.
trolled right now? Because
Yeah,
I
is
don't
that
think
what you're
anyone,
getting here?
no one's trolling you.
Demon people told me he was a troll. That's all he is.
I'm giving you a very honest reaction to things you say.
Well, I appreciate that.
Yeah, I don't know. Whoever told you that this is trolling, this is not
That's-
trolling. I can
that's
assure
what
you
I
of
was-
that. This is
It's-
not trolling.
Yeah.
Even if it is, I've got something serious to say. I'm done playing around with while the world burns around me. What's the good in that? It's
Okay.
time to stand up for the truth.
Mm-hmm.
It's time to get back to wholesome
Mhm.
values. And
You ever
this is how I
consider-
see fit to do it.
Do you ever consider it's people like you that might be burning the world down, John?
Well, there ain't many of
I
me, so
Couldn't
no.
agree more.
Did that
How
ever
many
cross
people
your
have you
mind? at
met
any point?
like me, brother? So how am I doing it?
Quite a few.
All right.
I've seen people like you. I've heard people talk like you, and it's just
Mm-hmm.
it's always you people that are obsessed with the world burning, and yet the torch has always been in your hand. I don't understand it. I don't
The
get it.
torch has been in my hand.
I
Extremely
would say
hateful.
so. I would say so.
No, I think the world's more on your side in most
I mean-
of these stances. So
You
Well,
seem
I mean-
extremely hateful, John. You do. You do seem like a very hateful guy.
I mean, you're coming at us. We're
And I
coming
don't know
at
you
you.
that well. I don't know you
I
at all.
wouldn't be on panel if I was hateful. I disagree.
You
with
are extremely hateful, buddy.
Yeah.
We're coming at you.
You
with
wanted
this,
to.
bro.
I don't care what you say. You wanted to drop that hard ER earlier.
Wow.
What did I want to drop? I didn't catch that.
You wanted to drop the N
Wanted
word.
to drop that
Yeah, you
hard
did.
I
ER
was,
just like your
yeah, it
buddy
was getting
Tommy.
floated all around, and I didn't drop no N word. You won't never hear me doing that.
I
So you
guarantee
don't know
you,
that
I
one.
can get you to with enough time.
That's so. That's
I
where you're wrong.
guarantee you. You don't know me very.
Listen to me. I believe God is a black man, so you don't know what you're talking about.
Sure,
Well,
or at the very least, like Aramaic kind of. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Like,
I'm saying black.
Why does it matter what color God is?
sure, again, God is probably not any color because he's like a god and beyond your understanding.
No,
He could just be like energy or-
No. God is definitely a black guy. He stole my wallet. It's just,
That's fucked
God's
up.
black and his son is white. It's as simple as that.
his son is not white. His son is Asian.
Not a big white.
His son is Asian.
How did we get here?
Yeah, Jesus wasn't an Asian. He wasn't a Jew. He wasn't the son of David.
He was
didn't-
absolutely Asian. Where the fuck is Israel? It's not in Africa. It's not in Europe.
Jesus
in-
was not the son of David. You need to read.
Yeah, it's in West Asia,
It's in Asia. It's Asia. It's still Asia.
far Eastern Europe.
I'm saying that man that you're calling an Asian didn't get here by human means. So he
So,
wasn't.
where do you stand on like the Trinity?
Well,
Kinda-
if he wasn't Asian, or if he wasn't human, then he wasn't white.
We're made in God's image, brother.
Wait. If that's the case,
who's
then
made him
everybody would be black. All right. If that's the case with what you just said, then everybody would be black because you just said yourself that God was black.
I guess on the inside we are all black.
Amen,
oh my
brother.
fucking God, you can get out of here. With that shit.
Amen, brother.
I don't even know what to say here now. He got me.
CBG, you've been accused of so many things. You're a part of the Aryan Brotherhood and you're black now?
I guess so.
Yeah, you're a part of the Aryan Brotherhood?
No.
Alleged. It's all alleged. It's all alleged. It's all alleged. It's not true. It's fake news. All right.
Listen,
I'm gonna move on from that. I'm not part of the Aryan Brotherhood.
I'm not a part of no Aryan Brotherhood.
Okay,
I'm not a part of. I'm
hold
not
on,
a
hold on.
rabbinical Jew.
Nickers! Nickers!
What?
Oh my
What?
God!
Yeah, way to go, dude.
Good
What the
job.
fuck?
I don't know what that. I don't know what that was.
I think he got out of his system. I think he's okay.
Yeah. I need
Good job, Linguini.
What?
Letting that guy out.
Go back to your bubble.
Hey, he's just practicing his freedom of speech.
Go back to your bubble.
Get him back here to explain those comments.
What he was saying?
Yeah. What's his problem?
Mr. Vibe Check, do you want to talk?
Professional racist.
Yeah, it was professional racist. I don't think that doesn't need much.
Wait, that was
Pretty-
Vibe
pretty-
Check? Oh, figures.
Pretty self-explanatory, right?
You know what? This is how I feel right now. Oh shit.
Can I at least get luxury coffin here, John Thomas? Can I at least get for that? I have not been trolling you. I've just been asking questions, giving my own take, and giving you a fair shake.
I'll give you that.
Right, and so whatever everyone else on panel says about your answers, that's out of my hands. Right, I'm just here to ask questions and see on a baseline where you're at. And so you're saying the Son of God, God Himself. Where do you stand on the Trinity?
Well,
hold on, we're gonna see who Purple Prophet is real quick. Yeah, I'm curious.
Oh, it's got to be Cody, right? Purple. 100%. That's Cody.
Unmute yourself. Come on. No, he's not gonna say anything.
I think he's in the facilities or something.
Yeah, he said he had to piss. Sister Starscream has a question for you though, John. So she'll be up real quick before Purple pops up.
Okay, we met earlier.
Oh, Starscream.
Hey, why are you so worried about my virginity, man?
Very good question.
Wait,
John.
what?
I guess I'm a pervert.
He asked me when did I lose my virginity or something.
We were having
Dude, that's not how you have a conversation with a woman. That's just not
No.
I mean, if you're with her, that's a different conversation. It's a different story. But
That's not how you start the conversation.
yeah,
she chimed in the middle of a conversation.
He's also
about,
dating a 20-year-old while he's 40, stuffing.
how are you?
I'm married to a 20-year-old, 25-year-old girl.
Did her dad say it was okay?
20 or 25? There's a big difference.
Yeah, there is.
Brother.
Yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Bye.
Starscream jumped in the middle of a conversation and didn't want to comment in the text of what I was speaking about. I didn't just jump on her. When did you give it up?
All right, well, enlighten me. How did it come? Because that's, I don't know.
We
that
were
wasn't
talking
a long
about.
live stream. It wasn't a long live stream. I don't see how that comes up so quick.
Well, we were in the middle of something. She came in hollering, and I guess I was a little triggered. I was saying these girls don't mind their daddy that long, and everybody's saying that it's fine if she does what she wants to, as long as he's her same age. And we were making the distinction that these girls who are given, sexual favors out early on, do get
And you
scarred.
said, "Well, Sister Starscream, what age did you give it up?" Is what word from word what you said.
Yeah, I said something along those lines. Yeah.
Yeah, for the
Like, you
record,
To prove a point.
nobody said it's okay for kids to just do whatever they want. You took that from what we were trying to tell you.
Well, nobody answered my question.
I think we did. I think we did.
Not
I've
really.
been dealing with Johnny here for about 3 days now. I think maybe 2,
Oh my god.
but he's a handful.
Well, I'm welcome to. I mean, I welcome it. I'm willing to be just that for you, brother, because you know what? I mean, at the end of the day, we're the ones that these mind controllers have harmed, and so I mean, there's no sense in not having patience.
How long have you been married?
I've only been married a couple of years, 20 to 21.
And so yeah, I'm pretty amazed that you like got a 23-year-old to marry you because you have no riz, dude. Like you have zero riz.
Well, he talks like this, and it's just
So you never did. Sorry, CBG. I didn't mean to.
No, I was making fun of how he talks. Go ahead.
You never did answer the question on when exactly you met your wife, or maybe you did. I might have missed it. When did you guys meet exactly?
I met her at the end of 2020. We got married in 21.
When did you guys meet?
She was a virgin, by the way.
That's very nice.
Matter.
Okay.
That doesn't matter at all.
Yeah, I don't know how that's relevant.
Well, I shouldn't.
It may matter to John Thomas if she wasn't a virgin. Would you have married her?
At the time, my mindset was a little bit more harsh against women. Things have changed since then.
Hold on. That was 2 years ago.
I would have said she's a concubine. She's not marriage material. No.
Were you a virgin now? When you were seeking for a woman who was a virgin and would take nothing else, were you a virgin?
No.
So then what the fuck? Like, how does that make any sense? How does that make any sense?
That's the world standards. I'm going by God's law, okay?
But do you not see how God's law could be flawed in many ways?
Yeah, by God's law, you should probably just drop to your knees and repent every day for everything you fucked up in your life.
Every day.
Look, even science will tell you when a girl loses her virginity, chemicals are released in the brain. Her brain has a heightened sense of recording.
No.
Yeah, it does.
Are you reading like Christian science?
Yeah, like what?
Science doesn't tell you that.
Oh,
Science isn't a thing that tells you anything.
I mean, he's not lying only in the sense like it happens to everyone when they like lose their virginity and pair bond with someone for the first time.
Yeah, I mean,
it's not just women.
Guys don't
It's
pair
not
bond.
just
The
women.
girls are pair bonded.
But I'm saying, I don't know. I remember my first time.
Yeah, I was about to say, do you like not remember who you had sex with for the first time?
It's like
It's
remember.
It's stronger for women. Okay,
I don't know.
That's the way
Now
God
it's stronger
created it.
for women.
Listen, I can remember my first time, but there's a reason God created it that way. Okay, and it's a blood covenant, so it's wrong. I mean, to let girls explore and then just decide, okay, I'll find this Mark and he'll be the father of my children. I was totally against that most of my life, but since then I've softened up on that since I got married.
So does God give a reason for why it's just women and not men? Does he have some logic behind that, or what's up with that?
It's all about the pussy.
Does he explain? Well, you keep going back to science and stuff like that, which the Bible's not a science textbook, by the way. But
you are right. He keeps bringing up science when
that's not
science in the
necessarily
Bible,
true, brother.
Like,
well,
no,
there's
it's
many
not.
things in there that science can't explain that Moses knew.
Dude, the Bible can't even get the order of creation right, dude. There's 2 different accounts in Genesis of the order of creation, and they're both wrong. Go read it. Go read it.
What do you mean? Let's all right. Yeah, let's go.
I mean, I don't want to get into like a biblical discussion. I'm just saying you don't even know what the
Everything
Bible
you
says.
said is a fallacy that gets repeated, and no, it isn't.
So
it is not a fallacy.
Okay, what you just said, like you just like, oh, it's wrong, or like it, but then you won't back it up. I think that's kind of funny.
Yeah, tell us how it's wrong.
right.
But I don't know.
If I could find,
Hear
I
more
can find
about
the
what this
account.
guy thinks, though.
Look,
that is generally how it works. Like, if you make the affirmative argument, it's on you to like prove the affirmative, not on me to prove you wrong.
Genesis gives us a very, very vague, quick rundown of what God did. It doesn't tell you everything. You know, I mean, there's no sense in.
Don't get all Gnostic here.
Yeah, but why would it not tell you everything? I thought God knew everything.
Well, maybe God's protecting you. Maybe
Who,
he knew everything
from how the earth was created.
Who wrote Genesis? Do we know? Moses?
Yes.
There's no scientific.
Again, I was about to, do you know that? Like, do you know that Moses wrote it?
That's what we're told. I mean, all we can do is believe, right?
Oh, that's what you're told, and you just believe it blindly like a follower. Okay, no, that's gotcha.
Look, I hear the laws of Moses, and those resonate with me. That's all I can tell you.
Yeah, I bet they do.
I mean, it in the laws of Moses, if a girl still lived in her father's household, she wasn't allowed to have sex. I mean, that was a death penalty.
I thought it was up to her father.
So wait, are you a Jew then? You're just believing you just follow the laws of Moses?
I thought I thought Jewish law was like invalid.
Well, it's not necessarily invalid. It was made. Fuck. Word. Shit.
Well, they're saying.
I guess it was rectified by Jesus dying on the cross to save.
Sure, and he kind of like throws out like the new covenant.
Because we trying to live by the old law. I mean, humans aren't very good at that. That's why.
What
Jesus
did John
Christ.
say in his epistles, brother? He said, "What is sin? Sin is transgression of the law." So it doesn't matter whether we believe that the law's not for us now or not.
Well,
sin is just like separation from God, and you live it every day.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important that we have Jesus Christ as our Lord and Savior. That's pretty much the whole Christianity thing.
And I'm not against you having those beliefs. I'm just saying,
like these old laws, and
you won't know how you've sinned until you know what the law says.
So would you have us like cast a woman out of the city when she's on her menstrual cycle? Because it's unclean. I think that one's pretty funny.
Listen, those laws in specific that it didn't say cast her out of the city. It said that whatever she slept or sat on would need to be washed because it would be ceremonially impure.
I'm pretty sure it talks about casting her out of the city.
No, it doesn't.
See, I would like to hear citations.
Yes,
because I can start citing a lot of stuff for
It says whatever she sleeps on will be unclean.
Hold on, I'm gonna look this up real quick. Hold on a second.
Look, and
all I'm getting out of this is that he would gladly use religion to fuck a kid. I mean that's all I'm getting out of this. But
yeah, that's about what I get.
We can keep going on. That's all.
I'm not getting that neither.
You're not getting that? I mean, that's all I'm getting out of this from you.
You're making it sound like I'm saying I can use my law to come, pulling up to some girl and say, "Hey, come on in."
Well, like from what I heard earlier.
Wait,
what
do you think?
What he's saying?
Wait.
Go ahead.
I don't know how to really phrase.
What I heard him say earlier is that he said that if, let's say, the girl was 15, if her father said it was okay, he would go all in that. When that's just you're a pedophile.
Yeah, no.
That's what John said. That's what John said. I heard him say this earlier.
Well, you know what
it's her to me in marriage. Hell yeah, I'd marry her.
It sounds like to me
that all in that.
Am I the one who's having like a stroke here?
No, it sounds like to me like
no, you're not gonna take care
basically.
Of her. That's not what taking care of her is.
Yeah,
that's not what it is.
Grooming.
Whatever you can justify using the Bible is fine, and if you can't justify it, it's a fluid thing with you.
I don't think you can justify doing that with the Bible.
So do you make like
verses yet? I haven't heard. So
as long as I go to Mexico, they told. I
Whoa.
forget who said that earlier. Who said that on panel? Get the hell out of
my. That was me.
Okay, so it's okay according to Luxury Coffin as long as I do it in Mexico.
That's not what I said. I said if you're gonna do it, go do it somewhere else.
That is not what he said.
But you
'cause I
said
heard
it's
what he
okay
said, so
there
don't
because
twist his
that's their law.
words.
Yeah,
I don't have control over another sovereign state.
That,
Exactly.
actually.
Don't twist his words to try to fit your narrative.
1 second, Cody.
right?
1 second, Cody. Yeah, he said he also followed it all up by saying he hates Mexico and it's a massive shithole for reasons
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
did say that.
Yeah. Well, then you're just like twisting
But
it, and
I'm
discrediting the merit of what he was saying. That's
Well, it's a double standard.
okay.
You
Well,
know,
I'm
if
letting
it's
Cody back.
okay if they
I
do it
just
in
had to clarify.
Mexico, maybe it's a shithole, but it's their law. They're not pedos there because that's their way.
I think they're pedos,
Well,
but
yeah,
I don't live in their
I
country.
don't,
If they can-
I
yeah,
don't
definitely.
believe in
I don't know, that's
multiculturalism.
predatory.
We can judge other cultures based on a set moral compass of pedophilia is kind of wrong. Not kind of like it is.
Well, it
I'd
is
say.
wrong. Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
wrong.
I do not believe that like all cultures are good and
Yeah.
equal, and
Yeah,
I do
no.
not believe
I
that.
mean,
No,
hold on. Like his whole
See,
thing.
I was
Like,
told to go shoot myself in the face. Should all the Mexicans go shoot themselves, or
I mean,
who said that?
What?
hold on.
What?
Hold on.
How
Hold
did
on.
you even get to that? Oh wow.
Yeah, where did
GR was there? I was supposed to kill myself. I was starstruck.
But what does this have to do with the
told me to kill
Mexicans?
myself.
What does that have to do with any Mexicans doing it? What does that have to do with anything?
Okay, if Mexicans are pedos, do they also need to go like shit? Yeah, again, if there's like some 40-year-old dude fucking a 15-year-old in Mexico, he should probably kill himself. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
I would agree with that.
Yes.
We need
I
to
won't
go.
go
Not
with the same.
not everybody in Mexico is fucking kids, John.
No, they're not.
Yeah, but
They're not.
Okay.
They're
it's
not.
their
That
shithole
shouldn't
religion,
be-
right? It's their shithole beliefs that need
Wait,
to
wait,
be.
did you say
Wow.
Mexico's a religion? Wait, hold on.
Wow.
Mexico,
Yeah,
no.
Mexico
Whoa,
is
whoa,
a
whoa,
whole
whoa, whoa.
religion, Yes.
It's
Okay,
Mexico's
sorry.
not a whole religion, John.
No, you know what
That's
I mean.
not how it works. That's
yeah,
not
you
how
know what
it
he
works.
means. The Mexican religion.
Yeah,
Most
there's
people are
there's
Catholic in Mexico,
Santeria, but I don't know. If that's,
Santeria.
I know Joey
Ain't got
Diaz.
no
is,
crystal
but- Yeah.
Gabriel Ruiz says, "What are we saying about Mexicans, Brother Gabriel? Would you like to come up?"
So, do you make like Mosaic sacrifices to atone for sin?
No, I'm not an Israelite, brother, and we can't anymore.
Why not?
Well, we don't have the tabernacle that God gave Moses, and the priesthood's been dissolved. So it's going to be kind of hard for me to do that.
So how do you absolve your sin under Mosaic law?
We can't.
Damn, that sucks. You're probably not going to heaven then.
Yeah.
you're
And if you can't absolve your sin, you're going to hell.
See, he's like claiming to be a Christian, but
Going
he acts
right
like
to
a
hell.
Jew. Like he
What-
believes
what-
in Jewish things.
I don't like how you said acts like a Jew.
no,
Sorry, yeah, that's why I rephrased it.
Old into existing things. Okay, just because they decided to make these avenues up, it's this way or that, doesn't mean it is.
Again, I'm just asking, how do you absolve your sin under Mosaic law? And you said I can't, and that sucks.
I pray what Jesus taught me to pray. Forgive me my debts as we forgive our debtors.
Well,
Jesus' covenant doesn't apply, I thought.
No,
I need to smoke.
that's
This is
all.
crazy.
yeah,
This is
I'm
just...
already there, CBG.
Listen, man, I don't believe in an eternal hell or any of that. Okay, Jesus never taught that.
Wait. What do you mean you don't believe in it? Wait.
That's a Jewish belief.
Well,
No,
there's you
maybe
have
it's
eternal
a Talmudic
separation
belief
of
or
God,
whatever.
and then there's the lake of fire.
Yeah, that's a bunch of stuff that people that stapled the Bible together put together. And
What?
that's what I
How do you know your version is the truth? Like, if the Bible's just stitched together by random people over a
Yeah,
thousand years.
I like how you discredit your own. Yeah.
Look, I just because Constantine decided these books go together doesn't mean it
I don't
does.
know. I don't.
I mean,
Yeah, but okay, who decided your book should go together? Who put that together?
Moses.
I think, yeah, Moses.
How do you know that?
Moses didn't do that. They didn't
Well-
have books when Moses was around.
Well, yeah, he wrote.
They had stone tablets.
Hold on, you realize how that worked is a human interpreted, quote unquote, interpreted the words of Moses and wrote these words in a book for regular humans to read.
Right.
You realize how that's how that worked.
Yeah. So basically, what the Bible is it's like
All religions are essentially that. They're
Yeah.
all essentially that. Somebody interpreted a message, and it was,
What did Christ tell us? The Holy Spirit will have to guide us into all truth at this point.
So you believe you have the Holy Spirit on you, or in you, I guess.
The Holy Spirit's been guiding me.
How do you know it's? How do you know it's not Satan trying to trick you or something like that?
Yeah.
Because
it could be.
I put things up to the laws of Moses to know whether.
Yeah, see, that's the very thing. That's the very trick right there. Because if you were following Christ, you would be walking with Christ, and obviously by this conversation, you've shown that you don't.
But brother, it's easy to fool yourself into thinking, "Hey, I'm in a culture and a custom that is not sin, and how are you going to do it without law?"
Excuse me. What do you mean here?
I mean, just okay. Let's take Mexico. I mean, in Mexico, they think
we're back to
Mexico thinks their customs are fine.
Well, I don't care about Mexico. Mexico's Mexico. America's America, and America's supposed to, be the best country in the world, and it would be the best country in the world if we just killed pedophiles. Oh, can I say that on stream? I don't know.
I don't care. And America, fucking best.
Even if he has to take this down, I'm recording it anyway. So
don't you ever diss America, all right? See this? These colors don't run, brother. All right, I'll be back. I'm on.
Dude, that's funny, John. You can laugh. You can. It's fine to laugh at that. That's funny.
We know who's trolling now.
Who's trolling?
Whoa!
I haven't told.
It was a joke.
Anybody? Well, yeah, but also ask anybody here. I love America. All right.
Yeah,
I do too. Listen, 3 days after 9/11, I was duped into signing up for the military.
Man, speaking of, I can get on that.
He's the sheriff of West Springfield, and he's not called that for no reason. All right.
Look, I was disillusioned with the place, but when I thought they needed me, that more buildings were going to fall and my family was going to be in trouble. I mean, they had me tricked.
How many more were
I busted for marijuana, but I didn't end up going.
So you, so you didn't go? You didn't fight for your country?
I didn't because they didn't over a joint. When I realized Uncle Sam was over there worried if I smoked a joint or not. Well, I knew
Those are the laws.
You were.
I don't know. I knew people that are in the military who were still getting high, still doing whatever they want to do, as long as
Yeah, my
there are ways around it.
He brought me the Certo and everything. It just didn't work.
I feel like
this is
he does
2001.
protest too much.
This is 2001.
I feel like you're full of shit.
Actually,
it's on
it might have
record.
been easier then, but okay.
Yeah, I feel like they were just accepting everybody back then.
They did, actually did.
I almost went into the military then.
See?
Thank you for your almost service, Steve.
Yeah, there we go.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you for your consideration of serving.
They politely asked me to just not.
they didn't want you.
They didn't, again, it sounds like they didn't want John either. Drug smoking hippie.
Steve, you're better at a desk. You're better at a desk.
You soon realize, hey, these people don't care about me, and most of the things they're pumping at me, it's just bullshit to keep me down.
John's a fucking communist. I just want to say that. He said
that's what I'm thinking. He said, that's really what I'm thinking.
In regards of me not wanting to fuck kids, he said you're hiding behind Uncle Sam, and I said, "Goddamn right I am." So I'm patriotic, and he's a fucking communist.
Wait, so he blames other people not wanting to fuck kids. He blames America.
Yeah, I don't want to have adult relations with children because I'm an American. Damn it.
Oh boy.
He also said
that stream earlier.
Why are we going around letting all these little punk boys fucking the girls? Why aren't the men? Yeah, absolutely. Why aren't the men doing it? That's what he was saying.
Do you think when some punk gets at some girl at prom or whatever and goes off and make fun of her, you don't think that scars her, Brother Tony?
What?
When she's been gaslit into believing that this little queer loves her.
That young boy could be an all-American football player, all and he's a good young man.
John Thomas.
He's most likely to go off and brag.
You sound like somebody who had your heart broken and still has not gotten over it 40 years later.
No, he does.
That's what you sound like, because when it comes to what you're explaining, where the guys will say, and it's not right, but guys will say stuff about their exes, and yes, it's not, it's not right.
You don't think
But-
that hurts them more?
What?
But you don't
You
think
don't think
they're
that
saying
hurts them
shit
more
about
to have a
their. You
boy
don't think
run
they're
a-
with
run
their
his mouth
girl.
at
You don't think.
school?
Hold on. You don't think they're with their friends saying shit about their exes as well, laughing about it? You don't think they're doing the same thing?
I don't
Like,
like how
you
you
just-
said the word queer.
Yeah, we stumbled right over that, but that's.
Yeah, high school age girls definitely don't gossip at all.
Yeah, they definitely
about
don't do
their,
that. That's not a thing that
boy
happens.
interests.
Yeah, and boys don't mind if they go bragging about their dicks, but when the guys go running, about whose cherry they done popped, and now she's just by the wayside. You don't think that damages them?
I am so confused.
But don't you think if an adult does it, you don't think if an adult does it, that'll scar her more?
An adult's not going to do that.
Either way.
It depends on the adult, right? Like there are some adults that do that because they suck as people.
An adult that
Well, you're
fucks
trying-
kids would probably do that, John Thomas.
Yeah.
Come on now.
So she's
Like,
just
an
a throwaway
adult is not
plaything for
looking
a
for
punk.
a child's best interest when it comes to that aspect. It's just not happening.
I do have their best.
Just even having that thought in their mind to do that to a child, you already do not have that child's best interest in your mind.
Exactly.
I'm not following you.
If you
that child's best.
make a conscious decision-
Oh, that's the problem.
All right,
That's the
all right.
issue.
Yeah, exactly. So if you, as an adult, John, right, make a
Yes.
conscious decision
I gotta get high.
to have sexual relations with a child, you are showing
child
that
by
you
your
no longer
definition.
have the child's.
I'm sorry, I
Under the
interrupted.
age, I mean, to me, under the age of 20, I wouldn't. That's just gross to me. Like, there's nothing in common. They're still developing.
Like an entire
weird.
generation and a half apart. Like, yeah, no, it's gross.
Yeah. But I digress. So, as an adult, you're making the conscious decision to have sexual relations with a child. You no longer have that child's best interest in mind, and never did.
And telling them that it is for their best interest is the predatory part.
Correct. Does that make any sense to you, John Thomas?
No, it really
Oh
don't.
my god.
No, it don't.
Jesus
All right,
Christ.
well, purple's coming back
I'm not
up.
saying
I
it
tried,
doesn't make
fellas.
sense. I disagree.
All right.
Why do you disagree?
I'm
What's
saying,
wrong?
I'm
What's wrong with
saying, her relations with that boy is a whole bunch more damaging than a man who would love her and cherish her way more. You think? Hold on.
that? What the fuck?
You think
dude?
that a boy appreciates a young girl like when he's the same age?
Okay,
What
Johnny
are you
boy.
talking about right
Johnny
now?
boy.
Oh my god.
Let me make
I
this
don't
very
want to be
clear
a
to
part
you.
of this.
And this is basically the exact same thing you were just told. If you are an adult and you are trying to have a relationship with a child, you already fucked up and don't have that child's best interest in mind. Like you were just told. How does this not make sense to you? If you,
It's not
Do I
good.
have her best interest if I let her go have boyfriends and go to prom and all
you're
that?
not answering the question. You're deflecting. That's the problem.
I'm saying I do. I do have her best interest. I'm keeping her away from the punks.
No, because she cannot
Keeping it near
consent.
your dick.
Children cannot consent legally or morally. Do you
Exactly.
understand that?
So how did they consent with each other?
No. Okay, dude.
Who did the consenting for the other?
Fucking Christ.
He consented with each
Oh
other.
my
That means
God.
they consent with
Oh
me.
my God.
Cannot consent with adults, you dumb shit.
Oh, but they can consent with each other.
Why is that your
Oh,
business?
man.
They can't
why is
consent
that-
with
why-
Answer
no,
the
literally,
question.
why are
No, you answer
concerned
the
about
question
that?
this time.
It's not a crime for children.
Oh, it's not a crime
for
in
a
your
child.
country.
It's not. It's
I'm not
not.
even talking, dude. I'm not even talking anything sexual. If two teenagers are talking and having a relationship, that's A, not against the law, and B, none of your fucking business.
Yeah.
That's
None
natural.
of your fucking
If anything,
business.
That's
Yeah,
natural
I
to
don't know.
teenagers
No,
Who
hold
gave
on.
having a
consent?
relationship. It's part of
No.
growing up.
Exactly. Like
Part
children.
of growing up.
You know why?
Part
You
It
of
know
is.
why?
being
Two teenagers having a
development.
relationship. Yes, that's part of growing up. That's part of
No.
learning and
Yeah.
developing. Not an adult coming in,
Yeah.
ruining that
Exactly.
child's life and
Yeah.
scarring them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
A child A child cannot learn anything from an adult assaulting them, dude.
Oh,
yeah, you don't understand how different like adults and like younger people are in the way that they think and like just
That's
how their
right.
lives
They're going
are.
to stay that way for longer.
Not
the more that
if
they
you interfere.
learn from each other.
If you fuck them up in the head, they're going to be worse than they would have been had you just left them alone, dude.
Yeah.
Like, what do you?
100%.
Most of these abortions that these girls have, and they're
Now we're talking about abortions.
Yeah,
How did we even get here?
Because we're talking about fucking them up in the head here.
Let him finish the thought. Let him finish the thought.
All right.
Most of these abortions, who do you think fathered those? Grown men or boys?
It depends on the situation.
So hold on.
Who fucked
Let's
her up
be
in the head?
let's be clear that
Probably her dad that left.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, actually, can I tell you, when I was underage, if I ever engaged in any activities, I always knew that there was that risk. I was always aware of that risk, and I wouldn't have wanted that kid gone.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have wanted that. I wouldn't want that to happen. No matter even if I was like 17 years old, I would have been like, well, fuck.
Time to man up.
Exactly.
Well,
the time has come.
Yeah.
Do you think that at 17 or 15 or whatever that you're ready to be that child's father? Honestly.
Well, it's better than having a fatherless child in the world because they.
I agree.
It sounds like
if we're going back to fucking Mosaic law and shit, 16, 17-year-old men did father children and did take care of their family, and it was totally fine.
So hold on. It sounds like to me that you're not actually saying that you want to protect these children. What you're saying is that they're gonna fuck other 15-year-olds, so you should be able to fuck them too. Yeah, you should be able to fuck them too. If they're gonna fuck anyone else, yeah.
You're twisting.
That's what it is.
Mm.
That's what he's saying.
I'm saying especially they are not prepared to be a father.
So if they're gonna fuck other children, you should be able to fuck them too.
Nobody in the old days would have gave their daughter to no 15-year-old. That's right.
Yeah, the old fucking days. That's
a
generic excuse.
If they were a stand-up enough young men, they might have.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Perhaps, but let's just face it. 15, 16, 17, same as 25. You know what I mean?
No.
There's a huge difference between 15 and 25. That's a decade worth of growth.
Yeah. Barely.
Okay, hold on. I gotta say something real quick, Don Thomas.
Dude.
So somebody explained this to you earlier, and I'll explain to you again. Right? Back then, people lived till they were 30, 40 at the most, right? At 16, you were pretty much already the head of the household.
No.
Yes, John.
What are we talking about? When are we
like in the Dark Ages?
We're talking like biblical days.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or even like early medieval.
Maybe in Europe where they had shit in the streets. We're talking about the times of Moses where people had...
Where they also had shit in the streets.
They also lived till they were 30.
People didn't do that in there. They didn't shit in the rivers.
Sorry, they didn't shit in the streets. They dug a little hole, shit in the hole, and then covered it up.
That's right.
Okay?
The reason those people died
people.
was because there was shit all in the street and fleas were biting them and off of rats, and those people live less long, yeah.
But you know,
most people were living 100 plus.
We're getting back to what I said before, though.
No. The Bible is not accurate about people's ages.
Well, we can get into that conversation, but that's not related.
Yeah, Moses lived to 912.
Were they doing it in Asia? Were they living to 100 years old in Asia 1,000 years ago?
That was because of the amount of sin in the world. Never mind. It's unrelated. Anyways,
they were doing over there in Japan 1,000 years ago.
1,000 years ago. Yeah, I'm sure they were.
I don't know what you're talking about in Japan.
People over there in Asia lived a long time. You know what I mean?
Starscream brings up a good question. Like, why is your wife staying with her father and not with you?
I wonder why. Let's not ask that question because it's already been answered. We've been here for over an hour.
Yeah.
All right, we know that answer. Go on, John.
Well, her father's, he's set in his ways. He's a Lutheran minister. He decided that I'm wrong about a lot of things.
She's honoring her father. Man, that's crazy.
Hold on.
I wonder where she. I wonder where he comes up with that
she
stuff.
was going to leave me. I just assumed that it be for her daddy.
So
I'm
a Christian,
Whoa.
a Christian priest decided you're wrong, and you don't think you're wrong.
No, I don't. I think he needs to mind his own business.
Man, you're arrogant.
What makes your God
How
better
about
than
I'm
his, John?
arrogant? Shit.
He's supposed to be following my God, and he doesn't.
Why is he supposed to follow you? Why aren't you supposed to follow him?
He told me when
Why
he
don't you
came
follow
to
his
walk her
God?
down the aisle, he said he gives her away to me. Okay, and now he's decided to go back on that. So
It sounds like you're just a control
Did you just
freak.
call him an Indian giver, bro?
Absolutely.
You're a little bit of a control freak.
Kind of sounds, it sounds like you
I
treated your
control.
wife like property or something like that.
Listen, man.
I mean, it is accurate to the Bible. I'm just pointing it out, that's all. I'm just pointing it out.
She knew everything I believed before we got together, and the story's more complicated than all.
And yet she still was just like, yeah, I'm gonna go be with my dad.
She was still
she knew what she signed up for.
She was still a 20-year-old girl. Like, she wasn't exactly mature.
And even then, I've said this,
I'd be interested to hear her side, honestly.
Do you think you're morally correct being in your 40s, being with a 20-year-old? Or what is she? Sorry, she's 25. So I guess, it's still weird. But
Do you think she would be? Do you think she would be willing to talk to us and tell her side of the story?
I'm interested.
I suppose. I doubt she'd ever come on a panel like this, being honest.
Yeah, maybe just like some like a private call or DMs and messages and stuff.
I'm blocked on her cell phone right now, so.
Ouch, bro.
Wait, whoa. No.
No. I want to ask. Your wife blocked you?
That's right, brother. We're separated.
No. Why are you separated?
She told me she was filing for divorce.
Why?
She never has done it yet. She hadn't done it yet, so I'm technically still married.
Did she give
Am
you a
I
reason
correct
why?
that you beat her?
No, you're not correct.
You put her hands on her, didn't you?
Have you
I
ever
told
put
you the
hands on
story,
her?
brother,
If
and you laughed at it.
My eyes twitching.
I laughed at your bullshit you were telling me.
Okay, so maybe they need to hear the story again. This
I
man
need to hear
laughed.
this because my eye was
Sure.
twitching when he said that you put hands on her. You're 40
I
plus.
feel like
and
some
she's in her
27-year-old
20s.
punk's gonna like
Goes on
swoop in
this
and treat her right.
long
Seriously, my eyes
takes
started
her back
twitching.
to
Yeah,
13.
I don't care your fucking age. Why the fuck are you putting your hands on her?
Exactly.
Did I tell you I put my hands on my wife? This man come in here and said that, and
Well, explain yourself then.
I was
I'm
trying
just assuming.
and he said the story's bullshit. He doesn't want you to hear it. He just wants you to hear his
Just
side.
take
The more
it
you
back
talk
to
about
her
how
being
it's not
20 years
bullshit.
old.
Linguini, start muting people. I want to hear him explain it. I want to hear this.
Okay. My wife, when she was 14, was at a big high
What?
school where they was allowing them to.
Wait, was she your wife at 14?
Mute CVG.
See?
He's
No.
talking.
He said, wait. He said at 14. Wait. You said at 14. Was she your wife at 14?
I didn't know her then. No.
Okay. Well, you got to say something like that.
She was. This all ties into why she left me today. I have to
Okay.
go all the way back
Go on.
to
Go on.
14.
I'll mute myself. Go
There's no
on.
other way. Okay, she was at one of the schools, or at Big 5A High School in North Texas, during the Obama eras, where they were letting the boys go in the bathroom and wear dresses and stuff. And anyways, she had been trying to get these boys saved. Her father's a Lutheran minister.
Mhm.
And finally they had enough of it, and they dosed her with LSD. They pretended to be her friend one day. And they had like some trail mix, you know what I mean? And they said, hey, you want some the rest of this? And she ate it. And as soon as she ate it, she said they started laughing at her, and she didn't know why. And then, of course, she started tripping, and she was gone for a long, long time. Well, they had her committed, and they said she had a psychotic break. They put her on Zyprexa and Alexipro. And so by the time I met her, 10 years later or somewhere in there, she already had evidences of tardive dyskinesia and things like that. And she wanted off these pills so that she could have a baby.
What dyskinesia? One more time, sorry.
Tardive dyskinesia. It's a Parkinson's disease. I know that's probably funny to Demon Pickle that someone's handshake and their
No,
eyes roll.
he's coughing. He's probably taking a vape or something. He's
Hysterical
coughing.
earlier.
Too much to deal with.
It was hysterical to him earlier. So anyway, this poor girl was harmed by these boys who were protected by the state, good old Uncle Sam. And now she wanted a baby, so she stopped taking her medicine, or she tried. And of course,
Now,
she ended
hold
up
on.
hospitalized.
No, let him finish. Let him finish. Shut up. Shut up.
He blames the boys. You blame the boys.
I want to hear the end of this story before we take it apart.
Okay.
Her parents blamed me for that, and they said that I was trying to kill her. I had a demon that, and they finally convinced her that I was going to get her killed. This is a girl that, I mean, never had a chance in life because of punks like that think it's funny. And grown men would have never done that. I'll tell you that right now.
Again, depends on the grown man.
They have.
They would have at least just fucked her and got what they wanted instead of dosed her.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Hold on. Stop interrupting him. I want to hear the end of this story. Remember this.
When my wife left me, she kissed me goodbye, said she'd be home, and then they had a huge ambush. Her and her grandpa and her daddy and her mama and her whole family said, "It's time to come home. You got to get away from John."
Okay, so I want to just kind of break this down to just the cliff notes. When your wife was like 14 or 15 or whatever, she was dosed with acid in high school by some people who she thought was her friends. She had a mental breakdown. She got on some drugs for her mental issues, and then she stopped taking issues. Whatever, I don't care. And then she stopped taking them, and she had a mental break, and she left you.
She didn't leave me. It was months and months later. They kept every time I turned around. I
don't care about the granular issue. This is the story. Like, she had some mental issues. She took some drugs. She stopped taking them, and then that caused problems in your marriage because she was dosed with acid when she was 14 or 15. So my question to that is, are you fucking retarded?
No, he fucked a retard.
Oh, boy.
I mean, that story does not make any sense whatsoever.
She wasn't mentally ill. Okay, she was given acid.
Acid does not make you mentally ill.
If you get about 100 drops, it does, buddy.
No,
and
it
when
doesn't.
you're gone for days, and they
it does. I heard this same story in high school. I heard this same story in high school about the girl who took 100 hits of acid, and it's just not. It's not based.
Yeah,
in
and
any
when you're
reality.
gone for days, the doctors give you antipsychotics, and once you're on them, you don't stop.
Oh my god, this is a bullshit story.
That was a
It's totally bullshit because I know somebody who got stuck in a trip and was in a psych ward for like 2 months, and she's a perfectly sane individual now.
We all saw SLC Punk. It was a movie in the 90s. The guy got dosed with like 100 hits of acid. No, it doesn't happen. It's just
it's not like stuck in a trip, but it fucks up your mind in a different way. You're not constantly tripping, but
maybe
you
don't know what you're talking about down
not
there.
Not fully aware.
Maybe I know exactly what I'm talking about. I can just smell the bullshit coming off of you.
So you think that's a false bullshit story?
Everything about it.
No, what you're saying is bullshit. It's a condition that does exist, but what you're saying is not real.
Yeah. No, what you're saying is not real. It's not based in reality.
You want me to believe
facts.
she was psychotic before she took the shit?
Absolutely.
No. Well, yeah, but I
here's
also want you to realize that she was 100% aware. She was probably 100% aware of what was going on when she was taking the acid.
People like you, brother.
She was aware.
John Thomas, I think she was psychotic by telling you that bullshit story in the first place, and maybe you got fucking swindled, brother.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, her parents
all right, I'll let somebody else back up, but that's just all I had to say.
Yeah, her parents told me the same thing, so...
That doesn't hold any weight.
That's crazy.
Just because her parents told the same story doesn't mean it's real.
So if I dose you and you don't come back for days, and we put you on antipsychotics, I guess you were a psychotic.
I've taken a lot of acid in my life, and I've never come back insane.
She didn't never come back, brother. They took her to the hospital, injected her with Zyprexa.
You said she had to be on.
You know what happens when you get injected with Zyprexa?
Why do you need antipsychotics if you're not insane?
That's what they subscribed.
Subscribe.
Did they ever like sue the doctors for giving her tardive
She was
like
just a
dyskinesia?
lunatic.
Yeah.
You don't get sued.
So then
They're protected.
She blames it on the acid. Meanwhile, she just is just in denial that she's a lunatic. That's
absolutely.
what it is.
That is absolutely what happened.
She blames. Her whole life is blamed it on. Oh, fuck me.
Everyone who said she's a psycho, fuck you.
Ooh.
Oh,
well, you know,
whoa.
I know what it sounds
Whoa.
like.
What are you gonna do about it? Your wife is a psycho.
I've been up here kind and courteous.
But she
You
was.
have been.
Dude, she was. She's on antipsychotics.
You
That's
don't know what the
definition of
fuck you're
somebody who's a
talking about.
psycho.
Well, I would love to know more then.
I mean, that's a
John
logical
Thomas.
conclusion.
If she wasn't a psycho, I don't think she would ambush you.
Fuck sack down there, fuck tactical soup, fuck all of them. And they ain't safe with any of you fucking faggots.
Hey, don't fucking talk about Soup that way. He's my bro.
Yeah, they are very close.
Well, that was enlightening.
Right?
If you don't, you think I'm bullshit, and I'm not.
You are bullshit. You're either
It
bullshitting
sounds
or
like-
she
Yeah,
was
no, dude,
bullshitting
dude.
you, brother. There's no,
Your
there's
wife
no
isn't
in
bullshitting you.
between.
Your wife is on antipsychotics. How can you not put the puzzle pieces together that your wife's crazy?
You get
And
put
that's why
on.
your her
Trying to
parents are
tell
looking
you
out for
she was
you.
a healthy
Her
girl.
parents are looking out for you and trying to get her away from you. That's what
Man,
it is.
what am I
I'm
supposed to
convinced
do?
that's what it
Abandon
is.
her to a society that doesn't give a shit?
Well, dude,
It sounds like her parents care about her a whole lot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
for letting
you're
her
making it
stay
sound
with
like
with them.
there was a conspiracy to kidnap her, like the hospital,
yeah.
and like her
Oh,
parents got
what?
together and kidnapped. Like, what the fuck are you?
Wait, what? When did he say that? Did he
Well,
say
no,
that? I
he's
must
making
have
it
zoned
sound
out.
like there was this grand conspiracy, and like it's likely that she was just off her rocker.
I
Like,
don't
I'm
know.
sorry, dude.
I think the
That's what
parents.
the boys
Yeah,
in the
that's
dresses
story-
would like you to believe, too.
No,
The
there's no
parents
boys in
want-
dresses.
The parents want them
Oh my
separated. The
God.
parents want them separated. Just
Did
because,
she-
I don't know, John, you're not too sane, all right? You're not the sanest individual, and obviously she's
No.
on antipsychotics, so it's like it's not going to work. It's just not made to work.
Did she develop oral facial dyskinesia or just like the tardive like limb dyskinesia?
Sometimes her eyes would roll in the back of her head and shit.
Oh, there you go.
Well,
She's
So is
not
that,
sane,
is that
dude.
fine to do to our
She's
girls? Give
crazy.
them that shit? It's
No,
never
I think
been proven.
I think everyone would say that that's a crime that happened to her.
Right. So I mean, people down there like whatever. I mean, look, man, I'm talking about
You're-
this.
you know,
This is
her,
what is
she's
what's
blaming
wrong.
it. Hold on, no. Do you still now, after this conversation, believe it's the acid's fault?
Absolutely, I believe it's Ass's fault. I know people that
Or-
knew her before then.
So you don't think that she was crazy before the acid?
No, I know people that knew my wife and told me she was a sweet, fine young girl that had no problems, happiest
Or
to
like
be.
the antipsychotic medications to treat
Yeah, that
whatever
doesn't-
happened to
that
her with
doesn't
the
like
acid.
that doesn't ring any bells that she's on antipsychotics. for
Well,
a
not
reason.
anymore. She's not on the antipsychotics anymore.
No, she can't get off the antipsychotics. It causes a psychotic break if she does. You don't
What's
just come
the-
off that shit.
What are they called one more time? The medications? I'm just googling things, trying to like,
Zyprexa.
learn.
Zyprexa.
I'm not a doctor, but I'm pretty sure they prescribe antipsychotics to psychos.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Is
let
that not-
me tell you. Let me ask you this: how do they make their diagnosis, brother?
by going
Like,
to
did
medical
she-
school.
Did she have any
going to
signs of
medical
schizophrenia?
school.
Like in your time knowing her, like did she have like schizophrenic?
Did she ever spend any
Tendencies?
time anywhere? Did she ever go anywhere for like a week to be evaluated or anything like that?
I'm telling you, she got dosed, went to the emergency room, and they put her on Zyprexa. Then there was no.
So
There was
she's been
no,
on the antipsychotics since she was
evaluation
14,
of her
15. Is that
before then?
she's been on those pills
So
since
we'll
she was
never
14,
know.
15 years old?
14.
That's what you, since 14. Okay. She's been on them since 14.
10 years.
I'm telling you, she's 100% giving you an excuse as to why she went crazy. It's not because of the LSD.
Well, how'd she
It's
do
not-
it?
it's not.
How'd she do it, brother?
She
Well, she didn't
she
see a
was always a
psychiatrist before the
lunatic.
LSD,
She's always a
so how do we
lunatic,
know?
and as she got older, as her mind developed, because topic we were
So
on
she
earlier,
invented that
children's
stuff.
minds are underdeveloped, and as
Mm-hmm.
they develop, things come out more. Like if she,
Yeah.
kids are not going to be crazy from the moment they come out of the womb.
Like things
That's
get
not how it
worse
works.
over
Is their
time,
mind
yeah.
develops, it gets
Okay, so
more and
she
more.
invented that story. You telling me she invented it? She
Oh,
was
Yes.
never told.
100%. She didn't want to tell you
And
that
you
she
can
was
just say
a
yes.
complete
And
lunatic.
you know what?
She didn't want to tell you. She didn't want to tell
Yeah,
you
I'm
she
not
was a
saying
complete
that all
lunatic.
women
So
are
she came up with the
crazy,
story.
but
100%. That's what it is.
Statistically, only 27% of women have mental illness. That's only 41 million women. Okay,
Yeah,
it's not that many.
I mean, I've heard that exact story about being dosed with too much LSD, and that's why I was crazy. From
So that's how you
many,
know
so
this
many
story's
women.
bullshit. That's how
Yeah.
you know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it absolutely is. It absolutely is because it's a
Because
made up
you've heard a
story.
bunch of stories.
Because
so
it's
you
a
can
made
just
up story I've heard
blanket
1,000
statement.
times from idiots who want to try and make up bullshit.
On why they're crazy. All right. I think she was just crazy, John Thomas.
Yeah.
And you're entitled to your opinion. But she never seen a psychiatrist before that day, before she was sent to the emergency room. So
okay, how many
we'll never know now. And it doesn't matter because who cares
Because
about
she has you blocked on her phone.
It's like
There
how many mentally ill people have you met in your life?
I'm bringing Tony one leg up.
I've not met any mentally ill in my life except on the internet.
How do you know?
Well, I take that back. There's so many people around me on antipsychotics and antidepressants, so I really don't know.
Well, I mean,
wait. You just said you never met anybody mentally ill until the internet. You were married to somebody who's on antipsychotics.
Yes, doesn't mean she's mentally ill. If she was ill prescribed, brother.
No, it does mean she's mentally ill because she's taking
So if
drugs.
the psychiatrist decides you need to take your shit, Steve, from Machete Squatter, does that mean you're mental?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So you're a slave. You are an absolute slave.
No. I'm a person who trusts an individual who is trained to do what they do.
Really quick, kind of off topic, but on the hand of men and women, John here asked me yesterday, I believe, if I think men and women stand on equal ground.
Yeah, and he's equal to a woman down there.
I absolutely believe
I am absolutely equal to a woman. If you think that makes me less of a person, that's your problem. That is absolutely your problem.
I am all for equality, no matter what gender you are, what race you are. I'm all for equality. Everyone's equal. Like that's what I believe. That is the American way. The American way.
Hold on.
The melting pot.
He's not talking about equality. What is he talking about then?
We have different roles, so we're not on equal standing.
We are. What is the difference between our roles as human beings?
Well, I have jobs. She has a job.
Okay, that's an equal
it's
job.
My job to be the head, and it's her job to be the helper. That's what
No, you decide that it's your job to be the head, and that she needs to be your subordinate.
Me, brother. You go by what psychiatry taught you.
I take it you're not a fan of like stay-at-home dads and stuff like that, John? Is that not your thing?
We're right back to the beginning.
Kind of stuff like that.
Listen, man.
No, it was just a question. I'm not like trying to make fun of you or nothing. It's just
if he's calling the shots in his house, he's calling the shots, and I can overlook all that. But according to my laws, he's the provider, he's the head, he's the protector. You don't take a vote on who goes stop the intruder. It's the man's job.
Okay,
he starts the wars. He ends them on his own. He doesn't have women deciding when we go to war.
So let me ask you that. Let me ask you this question: if say the dynamic was flipped, and the man couldn't find a job, and the woman was going out and making money, and the man was taking care of the children, would the woman have the right to make all the decisions as the head of the household?
I suppose you would have forfeited your rights in that situation if.
Well, he hasn't forfeited his rights. He's changed his role. He's accepted a different role, and she stepped into the role as the head. Is that not a valid position?
I mean, I guess if it's like somebody broke down the front door and I was like, honey, I'm scared, go get him. Yeah, at that point, she tells me what to do. At that point, she tells me what to do, I guess. Yeah.
We were talking about jobs, but okay, that's all right. Women can shoot firearms too, John.
I aspire to have a woman in my life that I can throw her a gun and she knows what the fuck to do in an emergency.
I mean, that's kind of a blessing in my book.
Either.
And I tell you, there are more of them out there
if
than you
I'm
think,
like
luxury.
letting her kick the door down, I mean, what do you think?
Well, I'm not talking about kicking a door down. I'm just talking about simply firing a gun. Like a woman can defend her own house with a firearm. Like
100%.
God made man and Samuel Colt are made man equal. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, let the house is on fire. The kids are like, help, help. And somebody's got to run in. Do you say, honey, you're the
Well, it depends on
breadwinner?
how many kids you
I
have. If
wouldn't,
you
but
have
I
like
mean-
4 kids, you both are gonna have to run in because you're both
Yeah,
gonna have to
I
carry
don't.
2
I don't.
kids.
I
Some
don't think
help
there's
would
a,
be nice.
I don't think you
Yeah.
discuss it. I think you both just run in.
You
and
both
try
just
to
spring into
save.
action. You don't
Yeah.
discuss who's saving the kids. Like,
Honey, the house is on
like-
fire. Okay, rock, paper, scissors. Who's going in
Let's
there?
flip a coin
Yeah.
and see. You got heads. I got heads.
Are parental instincts not a thing for you?
Must not be. Well, yeah.
Don't even factor into the conversation.
Because he doesn't look at you. You don't look at. I'm just gonna say it as it is. You don't look at children the same way as a rational human being does. You don't look at
In
that
your
as like
opinion.
a father. I mean that's just how I see it, and that's obviously an
I
evidence
see the
of
psychiatrist as the father in this place.
who
I'm
sees
just
the
gonna be
psychiatrist as
honest.
the father. Because I have my mom and dad. I just
So-
actually
so-
spoke with
so-
my father like
If
an
the
hour ago.
psychiatrist tells your
More
mom and
than an
daddy,
hour ago now because I've been
got
here for an hour.
Asperger's.
But who does me?
if psychiatrist says you've got Asperger's, should your mom and daddy listen to him?
Probably. Yeah.
If you know, if I'm not an
Okay, so
adult, if I was a
psychiatrist is
minor,
daddy.
if I was a
I'd say
child, and the psychiatrist told my parents that I had, you know, what, real life example, I have ADD. All right, I was
Yeah,
I was
you
young when I
usually the
diagnosed
reason you
that.
take your child to a psychologist is because something is fucking weird with your kid.
Yeah.
So where's
You know,
the test?
I'm-
Where's the test for the serotonin in the brain and all that? Do they have one?
What?
No,
What,
then
for
you- then you would-
ADD?
Yeah, that's right. They don't. They just ask questions and then
No,
decide.
You would
they
then go
put
to a
me in front of
hospital.
a computer and they measured how my concentration
No
was.
measuring.
Like they did tests. There was tests for it.
Just how do you feel? You gonna hurt yourself? People
No,
don't
it
get
was nothing- they didn't. Nobody was in the
Psychotic
room.
guy.
They left. What are you talking about? They actually left me alone in a room, and I performed a test. And then
And let me be
monitored
clear,
me out in
I
another room.
really don't like
Questions.
children being on behavioral drugs. Children being on behavioral drugs is kind of a weird thing we
Yes.
do in our society.
Disgusting.
It is. Oh, I'm not on them. I stopped taking that shit a while ago.
That's
But
what's
a whole
wrong
different.
with this place.
That's a whole different topic. I stopped taking it for other reasons. It wasn't because of.
Well,
any,
I'm proud of you. That was brave.
Huh?
I
Praise.
can't
What the
agree
fuck?
that in
Don't
general.
say that to me. Don't say that to me. I don't need your praise. Okay.
No, then
In
fuck
general,
you.
we
Fuck
are
you.
like an over medicated society. And all jokes aside, I do
We
hope
are.
that your
I
wife
agree.
gets like the palliative care that she fucking needs because it sounds
Your
like
wife
she's
needs
going
to be
through some
back on
shit.
those medications. Your wife needs to be back on her meds.
So do you.
I have a theory.
Burn.
By the way,
You just congratulate him for being off his man. All right.
so
I know he did. He did.
I think I know a little bit. I think I've
Not like
grasped
him.
why his
Little
wife was
hyenas.
taken away by her family.
Oh,
I think that he tried forcing her
Tell
to
us.
get off medication so he could control her a little bit more because she probably
No.
started getting wise to some of his bullshit. And then
On
her
the
family.
medication, she's more controllable. So that story's full of shit.
Is that why she blocked you? She probably blocked you because
Oh,
you're a
shit.
lunatic.
Yeah.
Well, I said that earlier. Yeah, neither of them are sane, and that's part of the problem.
Oh yeah, she
You
very
need to
clearly.
listen to your psychiatrist. Maybe that's your problem.
My
I don't have a
psychiatrist.
psychiatrist.
You know,
I
you,
don't have.
you
Dude, I don't
You
seem-
have
just told
one.
me. You just told me they put you on meds.
you
When I
seem
was a
They're the one that
child,
said they don't
when
miss
I was
the
a
ride.
child, I am a grown man. When I
Don't
was
matter.
a child,
you
think
have
I
a
still,
very.
you think I still see the same doctor and same like psychiatrist as I did when I was a fucking kid?
Why
you know,
don't you
like,
go see?
what-
Were you
what-
afraid
what
he's gonna
world-
tell you
what-
you got the same problem?
No, it's because for one, I don't even live in the same area, and two,
Well,
I
you
don't
can
need
look
a
him up.
psychiatrist anymore. I'm more than sane. I'm functional.
You
I have a
decided.
job.
Oh, so you decided.
So I'm fond of saying
Without the
that
help of a doctor.
I'm
Yeah.
fond of saying that
Because
most
the doctor
people in
said
our
that I wouldn't need these as I get older. I was specifically told this as I was a child. That as I get older, I'm not going to
Maybe you
need
need
these
a second
ADD meds
opinion.
anymore.
There's also different levels of mental illness. Like not everybody is either crazy or not. Like there's levels,
Yeah,
John.
yeah.
So like
Nah,
it
I
all
don't-
depends on
And
how.
like I said,
off
it-
How about
the
y'all
meds.
all go get tested and then could get back with me.
Your wife was on antipsychotics.
For what?
All right, that's like
Autism?
completely
You wanna
different.
talk about
And when she's not, on them, she has psychotic breaks. That's a good indicator
Yes.
that she does in fact need them.
Hey,
Yes.
John, have you ever been tested?
Yeah.
Good
How
question,
about we
Steve.
all group effort? We all go take the autism test, including you.
The autism deal. Let's go. Let's go
I
right
will
now.
have you guys know that I dated a psychiatrist and I was engaged to a psychiatrist for several years. And
That explains it all.
She very clearly told me that I am not autistic, as much as I, would love to believe that's the reason why I'm so weird.
Can we like bring up like the online autism test on stream right now? That'd be funny.
Yeah.
Let's have.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
Just a series of questions.
Okay, let's
science
answer some
in that?
questions together, guys.
No,
I'm fond of saying that most people in our little like community probably have some kind of mental illness. It's like, right. I am not exempt from that. Yeah.
I was hoping I was autistic
Okay.
because that would explain it without me just
Attention
being
deficit.
a weird idiot.
Moses has a series of questions.
And say-
and according to his laws.
Ooh.
Where
Where are the questions?
words to you?
I'd like to read
just
these.
words.
Are we doing this
All
as a
right,
group
all right.
test?
No, this is.
Let's do it as a group
John's
test.
No, John's.
Are we autistic as a group?
Yeah, this
No.
is John's test. This is John's test. No, John's test. John's
All right.
test.
Taking
All right,
this
John.
test. You take my
Why?
test.
Well,
You take my test.
You give me
We'll
a test
take your test
afterwards.
after.
Wait,
Absolutely.
yeah, what's your test? Let's take your test. Let's do
Laws
your
of
test
Moses,
first.
brother.
After.
Laws of Moses.
Where's the
I'll fill that.
URL? Where's the
Yeah,
URL
I'll
for the
fill that.
laws of
Y'all been
Moses?
failing dismally.
It's a book.
Where-
It's a book. It's a book. We got to go get a book. I bet.
Okay, all right, John. I like doing things alone. All right, the answers are: I'm definitely a loner. I'm a total extrovert. Sometimes, I guess, I enjoy a small group of friends. Nah, I love being with people. People are like a lot. I don't know what that's supposed to mean.
Like when you're around people are like, these people are like a lot.
Okay.
These people are
Yes,
extra.
sir.
What's the
So
question?
like in Discord.
I like doing things alone. It's like a scale.
So who decided what the correct answer is there? Who decided?
I'm
the correct-
asking you
It's
what
your
your
test, my guy.
answers.
No, I'm asking who decided what the correct answer to this test was. Who did that?
There is no
There's
correct
there's
answer.
no right or
sliding-
wrong.
it's a
If there's no
sliding
correct
scale.
answer, then there's no diagnosis of any
Oh,
illness.
my
No, is there?
God.
Christ.
This guy.
Why
is,
won't
like,
you
really-
answer the question, please? AC.
Okay, so the
Be
obvious
on your
correct
screen.
answer is people I like a lot. Okay, people I like a lot.
No, okay.
People are. So you like being with people?
I like people a lot.
You like people?
No, people.
Okay.
No, you're not
That's
reading that
C.
right at
I'm a
all.
total extrovert.
You're not reading the. He's reading F. He's reading F, and he was reading F, but he just wasn't reading
He
it
said
right.
he said he liked
I
people.
can barely see it. By the way,
Sorry. It's hard for me to change how I do things. All right. So A's, I do things my
I
way
like
all
to change
the
it
time.
up. F. I like to change it
F.
up.
Okay.
Okay.
I can picture my imaginations easily.
That's the whole deal with this quote unquote test is like there are no right or wrong answers. It's just who
Well, then
you
there's
are
no-
first because all people are different.
Okay.
It's like a personality
Yeah.
test, right?
So
Everyone
how
has
does-
different
How do
personalities.
they know what the disorder is then if there's no right and
Let's-
wrong?
okay,
There's no
let's-
disorder.
Not talking about that. I can picture my imaginations easily. Can you picture things you think about in your head easily?
That's the best part of my creativity.
Most of the time,
Is that he
yes.
is?
B.
B.
Okay.
That's the best part of creativity. Okay.
Dude, this stream just got interactive. I love it.
I get so focused that I forget other things I should do.
Damn, I'm starting
No,
to think I'm
I keep my
autistic.
time management tight.
No, I keep my time. Okay, John Thomas. Sound
It's
bothers
obvious
me.
what I'm supposed to say here.
Sound bothers me more than they do others.
God, I'm starting to think I'm a little autistic here.
Yeah, well, I
Not
do
really.
that. I do that. Not really.
Really. Yeah.
Not really. Sound doesn't
Not
bother
really.
you. Okay.
Okay.
All right. See, are you just thinking? Are you just saying what you think is right, or is this?
I'm
an
just saying
honest-
what I know I should say to the psychiatrist, right? That way,
And,
I don't get-
that's fine.
Well,
he can
I
answer the
guess.
questions that
I
way.
was looking for honesty, but I guess that's not part of the.
No, you don't dare be honest.
Yeah, well, I
If there's
guess
no
that's-
right and wrong.
So honesty isn't a part of the laws of Moses.
Not being honest with your therapist is really bad, John Thomas. You should always be honest.
Wow. If there's no right and wrong, there was no disorder, so he's the dishonest one.
That's not how that works, John. It's not. It's not right or wrong.
There's a disorder, then there's a wrong way to answer. You have a disorder.
No, the questions lead to the diagnosis. Stupid. Like that's
diagnosis
how it's supposed to
of
work.
what? If we're allowed to be those different kinds of people.
Yeah, you're right. This isn't like this isn't a quiz. This is an assessment.
Yeah, but some of those people need medicine so that they can be allowed to walk around.
John.
Or it's just good, like knowing where you stand, so you can effectively structure your life in a way to help you. It's not that you need medication.
Yeah, I don't believe in that shit.
It's just giving you information to work with.
Exactly.
Okay, you know what happens if we don't get our shit in this country? There's going to be a bunch of zombies walking around.
Well, we're trying to figure
Bro,
out.
I got a guy you should talk to.
Oh yeah, me too. That would be fun. All right, so you remember random facts and numbers, John Thomas.
I'm the best at that.
You're the best at that. Okay, so most of the time, yeah. Do you understand jokes and sarcasm, John Thomas?
Always.
Always.
Don't stop lying. You have to be honest here.
Okay. He doesn't want to be honest. It's not part of his laws of Moses to be honest.
A psychiatrist is a sorcerer, brother. It's
So
time
you
to
think
wake
his
up.
website's a psychiatrist?
You're a wizard.
Yeah, dude. Steve was engaged to a wizard. Oh my god. I can picture characters
Whatever.
as I read. You can picture characters like from a book when you're
I'm
reading.
best at that again. Another number one. Number one at that.
Number one at that.
Mhm.
Yes, it's the best part.
The best part. Okay, yep. I'm obsessed with my calendar.
Of course not.
You're
I
not a
don't
scheduled
stress
guy. You're not a man that lives by your schedule.
What about biblical?
I don't
calendar?
stress. Nope.
How are you feeling? Yeah, how do you feel about social gatherings, John Thomas?
I love them.
Loves them.
Now, are you
Always
very
excited?
Do you socialize?
Always excited.
Always excited.
Zach says, "Have John take the Am I Gay quiz next."
There ain't
Sorry,
no way I'd be here this long if I wasn't excited
I like-
about groups.
Yeah, okay, so you like to hang out in groups? Yes, it's so much fun.
Yeah.
Bam. All right, how do you react to unexpected plan changes, John Thomas?
Hmm. Let's see
From-
the questions. Let's see the answers. I'll be honest on this one. A bit disappointed, but fine.
Okay, John Thomas.
We're getting some honesty.
Yeah, I like that. On the weekends, I like to go to parties. I already know the answer to that, John Thomas, but I'll let you.
Let's see. I'm probably staying home.
I find it easy to write stories.
I do this sometimes.
How often are you lost in thought, John Thomas? You seem like a thinker.
Rarely.
Rarely.
Lost in thought. I mean, what? I mean, what's the implication there? I'm lost.
Like
I
you don't
can't
sit
think.
there and ponder. Like you don't
You-
ever.
yeah,
You daydream a lot.
Not even daydreaming, just like deep thought, John Thomas.
Well, that's poor wording then. So this.
That's fair. Questions on these things can be worded poorly.
So if I'm lost in thought, if they mean to say that I
It
think
just
a lot,
like, I guess, yeah. Because like when I hear that, I think
very
like,
often. Then very often.
Very often. Okay. Do you like trying new activities, John Thomas?
Let's see what to degree they say. Usually open to them.
I love small talk.
Not really.
And not a fave. There we go.
Not a fave.
I'm deeply attached to the numbers and letters.
100%.
Well,
Oh,
I
I mean, the scriptures letters at them.
Yeah, those mosaic letters, my boy.
that's like obsessive compulsive the way they word it. I mean, numbers and letters.
They didn't say obsessive compulsive. They just said, our numbers and letters.
Are you You're deeply attached to numbers and letters.
There are plenty of people who are not obsessive compulsive that are deeply attached to numbers and letters, like accountants.
I dislike math and numbers.
Okay. How do you handle bright lights and loud noises, John Thomas?
Rarely a problem.
Rarely a problem. How do you approach group tasks, John Thomas?
Group tasks. Let's see.
Do you know my boy John's always the leader?
I usually contribute a lot.
Usually contribute a lot. There we go. I make friends easily.
I think I do. Most of the time.
I can find a way to relate. Or it's pretty easy for me.
He answered most of the time.
Most of the time. I see patterns easily.
Ring cameras.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Yes, I.
Yes, I do.
I see nothing but patterns, or yes, I do.
Yes, I do.
Yes, I do. Okay. I love researching facts about my interests.
Researching facts about my interests. Let's see. I live for this.
I live for this. See, here's some honesty. That's what I really like from you, John Thomas. I'm sensitive to touching things.
I don't know about sensitive to touching things. Sometimes.
Yeah, all the answers are in the positive on that one. It's kind of weird.
Do you maintain eye contact in conversations?
Most of the time.
If things are too loud, I cover my ears.
La, 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 la.
I don't think I've ever done that, so.
Nope, I don't experience this.
A little guy I know told his mother to take her fingers out of her ears. While he was
I
screaming at her,
thought you were going to say.
There are foods I refuse to try.
I refuse to try.
Yeah, no pork, right?
Maybe a few things. Yeah, there's maybe a few things I don't want to try.
I'm a good mediator.
I've been a few times. I fall short.
It's a hard thing to do, honestly.
How do you handle feedback, John Thomas?
Sorry.
Let's see. Neutral on that.
Neutral.
Maybe a bit defensive. But
yeah, I would have said E.
But we can't answer for him. We can't.
I know.
Now, if I'm automatically just berated and things, yeah, I get a little defensive. But let's just say neutral. If it's just someone I know giving me honest feedback.
You have been neutral unless you were being, directly attacked.
If interrupted, I can easily return to what I was doing.
Interrupted, I can do this.
I'm laughing because I can't. Once I'm distracted, I'm like, there it goes.
Here we go.
You probably don't have autism.
Hey, look at that, John.
There you go.
Man.
You may be a bit quirky.
look what they So probably don't have autism. So they really know nothing. And that's the real truth.
They know what's most likely, dude.
Wait. So are you arguing that you do in fact have autism?
Yeah, I think you probably do.
The test is wrong. Is that what you're saying? The test is wrong.
No. If this is a good test, couldn't they say yes or no?
It's not we're not saying it's a good test. It's just like the silly online thing that we're doing. We're just having some fun.
I know, but we know a psychiatrist came up with it. Let's be honest.
Well, a team of psychiatrists, but that's.
But we also don't know that either. It is the internet. It is the internet. It could just be some Indian man.
right. Fucking farming clicks on his page to get some ad revenue kind of stuff, right?
Ad rev, yeah.
I wish Pantera would come up because they got a lot to say about mental health.
I think Pantera might. I think
come on up.
You wanna
They're the experts.
I trust Pantera's word. They've been nothing but they've been correct with most things they say.
I mean,
Or at least
everything
even-handed.
is told, I'm a moron. I just want to say I appreciate you guys having me up and letting me ramble and stuff. I don't run from these issues, man. Okay, this stuff I am going to be proven on the right side of history.
I was gonna ask you, like, what started your like online doing stuff like this? Like, what led you to do this?
I'm usually talking about the laws of Moses wherever I go, and my faith, and this ties in to everything we talked about tonight. So that's what started it. I read the Torah when I was 24, and I realized then that everything that Christ had talked about when he spoke of the law, he was talking about this. I read the Gospels when I was 14, and I loved reading it. You know what I mean? I realized no one said so many things in so few words. The words were advanced and beyond belief, and everything he said described everyone I knew.
But what led you to like go on StreamYard panels and talk to retards like us about it?
Hey, speak for yourself.
Well, I drifted into Tommy's because he was talking about Israel and when everyone comes against Israel, his God is going to do this, that, and the other. And so he was stumping for this modern state of Israel. And I wanted to talk about where actual Israel went wrong years ago, but there was just
Tommy?
Yes, Tommy. That's where we found him. Yes.
Oh, yeah. I have history with him. We all kind of do.
I've got a little history with him too, and he makes broad blanket statements about faith, and then he's just on the wrong side of things because he doesn't care about the law. And I was trying to point out to him that he's actually against Israel, and he's delusional. He doesn't understand. He's for some Zionist regime that he knows not what he's doing.
You're probably right about that, at least, John Thomas.
And it takes a bullshitter to know you can't bullshit a bullshitter, right?
Well, he wouldn't let me up on panel for the second time, and that's when I ran into everybody saying Tommy fucked a 17-year-old girl. And it doesn't matter whether I'm Tommy's friend or not. I have to be I can't be a partial judge.
Like that's where you stood up for Tommy?
That's where I stood up for Tommy, yes.
He's wrong about Israel, but that 17-year-old girl.
I'm like, my head hurts.
I'm drunk.
That's because it's growing, brother. It's got a wrinkle in it now.
Have you been?
No. It's because you're making my brain bleed. Like I'm having an aneurysm here.
This can happen, man.
That's not a
Have
response.
you been called a pedophile in real life for these thoughts, John?
No, because most people know I'm on the right side. Not to my face, no.
Because most people.
No, not to your face, no.
Yeah.
That's right. People don't call me pedophile to my face because I call them on the law and tell them to get on. They're lawless. And what they
the law of Moses, right?
They're lawless. You're the one who's following laws from, like, I don't even know how many years ago at this point. Like,
they're using them too. So if they're going to use them against me,
but at least our laws have been updated since like people lived in like shacks and like not even shacks.
You're following the laws of 2,000-year-old ignorant sheep herders who didn't fucking know any better. Like that's what you're doing.
That's your opinion.
No, that's the truth. Like that's
I love the opinion. Our ancestors were more spiritually and mentally advanced than all of us. That we're actually the retards. I'm the other way around.
That's why they didn't know what a fucking wheel was. All right, well,
so they couldn't have gone to college and learned everything we did. They had more manners. They had more common sense. They had every bit of it. Survival instincts were better. Everything.
Yeah, and like half of them worship the sun too. So I don't know.
Exactly.
I don't know what to tell you on that one. But
yeah, half of them couldn't read.
Red herring.
Yeah. No, it's not a red herring. What are you talking about? It's a red herring.
Straw man, red herring. I don't know. Shit, what it is?
Straw man. Yeah, straw man is better.
Yeah, straw man.
Okay, so let me ask you this, John. If somebody were to be able to disprove your entire religion and belief, would you be willing and open to that kind of thing? Like, do you think somebody could
Go right ahead.
pull you out of that? Okay.
Just where was we just a minute ago? We was on my panel. Who was it that said, "Hello, Clarice"? Is in silence. Of the
that was Biggles. We want you to dance to Goodbye Horses. That's what it is.
Was that Bobo?
No, that was Pickles. That was Pickles.
Pickles said that. Well, Pickles hollered at me and said I'm full of shit, and he's the liar. He didn't look it up because it doesn't say it.
It does.
Are you any good at dancing, John?
We
Look it up for me, brother.
To confirm it.
Are you any good at dancing, John?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Well, that's something we should do here soon, dude. People around here love dancing, right?
I love dancing.
Possibly redeem yourself, Johnny.
Specifically,
Pickles need to do some dancing because it don't say "Hello, Clarice."
It's got to say.
It does.
It's got to be Goodbye Horses.
You guarantee me that, Tony?
Yes.
Can I ask? Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Go ahead and ask, if you would.
So tell me more about the name of your channel, Benjamin's Betrayal, like and the story of Joseph. Yeah, like he's Jacob's son, Benjamin.
Yeah, it goes back to Benjamin. Yeah. Benjamin's betrayal started 3,500 years ago. So then it ties into...
I thought like Benjamin was the good son for Jacob.
Well, Joseph,
the one that didn't betray Joseph.
Well, he was too young to have betrayed Joseph at the time. But Benjamin,
hey, pipe down, Johnny. Pipe down, Johnny. Look up.
Yes.
Look up. Told you.
I mean, yeah. I was just curious, like where the name of the channel came from.
That's a doctored video. Go to the movie.
That's a doctored video.
Yeah, that is not.
Wait. The doctored video. It's a movie.
Dr. Lecter, my name is Clarice Starling. May I speak with you?
He just says hello now, brother.
I am, yes.
May I see your credentials?
He doesn't actually ever say hello, Clarice.
Dr. Lecter, my name is...
Yeah, that's what he looked up, was that right there.
Did he not say it?
Of course he did say it. That's changed. I'm trying to tell you, God has changed things supernaturally and is trying to warn
God.
My name is Clarice Starling.
You are an idiot.
You're barking at the wrong trees.
No.
You are an idiot.
Who's saying that?
Me.
I
Now-
can see your bubble moving.
Now hold on. You know there's a thing called multiple takes, right? When they film movies.
So
And
yeah,
they're-
the scene that you've seen is in a director's cut.
Exactly.
Right? The original scene, he says hello, Clarice. All right, let me just clarify that. That's not the Mandela effect. That's called different edits of a movie, which is a normal thing.
Well, whatever. I know
Not whatever. All right.
Catholics are still saying, "Forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those that trespass against us." Doesn't exist.
What, a prayer?
In the Bible?
You lost me. You lost me.
Prayers don't have to be in the Bible.
I'm not
do they?
trespassing anywhere, asshole.
I'm saying it says, "Forgive us our debts. My people perish for a lack of knowledge." Anybody heard that?
No.
Well, then you're not on my list.
You know what?
Expand. What the
why
fuck are you
why
saying?
Is nobody bringing up what Soup has said
I'm
here
talking
in
about
chat?
things that have changed around me. Everybody's saying you can't prove God. And I'm telling you, things have changed, and we're being warned right now. John Hopkins changed after Event 201 to Johns Hopkins. Does anybody remember John Hopkins?
No, because it was always Johns Hopkins.
Well, maybe you're on drugs.
Or maybe you're just an idiot who didn't pay attention to the word.
That is
I think it's
wild,
John
dude.
Hopkins right now.
Well, okay. Well, he's not wrong. Steve could possibly be on drugs.
Why would God change those things about our reality?
It's clues. I'm trying to tell you, he's trying to wake us up.
But why?
Why-
Again,
why-
the name of a hospital, lines in a
Hold on.
movie.
Hold on. God
Why
is
that?
the most. God is the most powerful thing in the fucking universe, and he's gonna drop clues.
Right, he could
Exactly.
abolish
He's
evil,
changing
but
lines
instead
in a
he
movie,
changes.
Steve.
Yeah, instead of abolishing evil, he changes the name of a
Listen,
hospital university.
If God starts shouting at you, of course you're going to repent. But if he does it this way, you can get a clue, and before he has to do that, and it'll count.
Okay, John, is God all-knowing?
Yes.
Okay. If he is all-knowing and all-powerful, why didn't he simply just tell people instead of leaving clues?
Well, isn't that what Christ did?
Well, no, I'm just saying a smart, all-knowing God would just tell us what to do. He wouldn't like leave breadcrumbs, especially
Hey,
not
don't tell God what to do.
some random
The laws of
hospital.
Moses.
Well, no, you're saying he changed the name of a hospital and like he changed a word in a Bible verse? Doesn't he have
Changed
more
a
important things to
bunch
do?
of things. E.T. phone home, brother.
What the fuck does that mean?
You ever heard that?
Yes.
In a movie, yeah.
Well, it doesn't say that no more.
Because
Okay.
of edits.
Because of
Oh.
edits?
Yeah.
Oh, brother Linguini. They didn't
No,
there's
it's
edits.
not
There's,
because of
there's
God.
100% edits.
What
It's
the
not
hell?
because of God. It's because
We're
of
talking about
man.
videos that have been on VHS. E.T. home phone is what he says now. E.T. home phone.
Okay. So what does that have to do with God? Like why is God doing that instead of like feeding hungry kids or something? Like what he's changing edits in
That's
movies?
our job, brother, to feed the hungry kids.
So it's God's job to correct the movies.
It's God's job to get our attention and give us a clue before we get attacked. Yeah.
So if I were to watch The Godfather on VHS, would I find a clue? Like would God be speaking to me through that movie? Like what other movies has God tried to speak to us with?
Why would he change? Because one of these is apparently in Star Wars. C-3PO's leg or something is a different color. I don't even know. I watched like 2 of those movies, maybe three of them.
There's another one. His name was C3BO, and he was solid.
Maybe it is. Maybe I fucked it up.
But okay.
Maybe I fucked it up. I'm not a Star Wars fan.
It was not C3BO.
It's PO, right? C3PO.
C3PO did have one silver leg. I will say that. CP3O did have one silver leg.
Okay, people are saying he didn't.
Yeah, and
it's
my
like, it was all
reality-
gold or something.
And nobody in the
I
Mandela
read a whole
Effect
thing on this
community-
once.
I'm the only one that said that in the Mandela Effect community. I'm the only
No,
one that
no, you have not. No, you have not. I have seen that in several
Whoa,
sources.
There's a Mandela Effect community.
There's probably
There's
a subreddit,
videos,
bro,
dude. There's
like-
so many videos on
Yeah, where
YouTube about
is
the
this?
Mandela Effect. Look it up. Look up the
You go
Mandela
on, like,
Effect on
live-
YouTube, man.
You go like on live streams and stuff. Where can I?
There's a
get
whole
access to these
fucking rabbit hole to go down, dude, with people just that are just all.
It's not a
Trust me,
rabbit
I've been there. I've seen it.
How are we having the same memories of so many things?
What?
What?
What are you talking about?
Well,
You're trying to tell me that we're misremembering all in the same way. The odds are so far against that.
What? When did I? Huh?
That it's a rabbit hole. That's what you said.
Yeah. I said you're gonna fall down a rabbit hole watching that stuff. Yeah.
What things?
I
What
didn't
things are we
fall down a rabbit hole.
misremembering? What-
I've had a.
You don't
I've had
understand
a-
the term.
I've had a collective dream before with a group of people, like all staying at the same house.
Oh, that didn't happen.
It probably didn't happen, but I don't know. It was very weird to me. I had a collective dream. We all had the same dream, or what we thought was a dream. It could have been like a divine whatever. I'm not sure.
Was it
This
where you
whole
all went
thing
out
is
back
made
and
up
made
of
out?
God's consciousness.
so John, who is God's favorite director? Like, who does God watch the most?
It's got to be Spielberg, dude, the Jew.
That would be
Whoa!
Moses.
Gotta be
Whoa.
Spielberg, dude.
Whoa!
That would be
No.
Moses.
Oh, it'd be
If you-
okay. I didn't know he did
If you
movies.
build it, they will come.
Did Moses
What?
direct that movie?
Do I know what I'm talking about? If you build it, they will come.
I feel the dreams.
Yeah, feel the dreams. You have some gay ghosts come and play baseball.
That's
Okay.
Angels
Now,
in the outfield. You fucking troglodyte.
What?
Anyways.
right. And how many times did that get repeated as business logos? If you build it, they
What the
will
fuck
come.
did you just say? Angels in the outfield?
Yeah, that's the one with the ghost.
Yeah.
No,
that's-
feel the dreams.
He's
that
an
was
angel,
good.
not a
Yeah, that's-
ghost.
There you go.
Kevin Costner had to.
Oh, maybe I haven't seen Field of Dreams. Fuck.
Yeah, James Earl Jones was in that movie.
You fucking asshole.
Ray Liotta.
I still like Angels in the Outfield.
Yeah.
All right.
It
Yeah, that's a
says
good one.
if you build it, he will come. Now, so there's a message there. They're getting ready to build Solomon's temple, are they not?
Yeah,
If
in that movie, they built Solomon's temple, and then everybody played baseball there.
Yeah, whatever. You just admitted it. If you build it, they will come. You just said that. So now you're being
I'm gonna
dishonest.
check, Johnny. I'm gonna check out of here tonight. Good being on the possible, John. I will see you soon.
Absolutely, brother.
Right,
If you want to talk to me
don't
again,
call me. Don't call me. No one here is your brother.
Then don't talk to me again soon. Don't talk to me again
Johnny,
soon.
Johnny.
No.
Johnny,
Tony.
You'll see me again soon.
Tony.
You'll see me again soon, John.
We're only talking about Mandela effect next time you talk to me, brother. I'm done talking to you about subjects that you're not even on my level.
Not even.
I don't want to be on your level.
I don't know. I feel like Tony. Whoa.
No, John's mentally elevated. You guys just don't get it.
Listen
All
to
right?
him. Brother, don't you
elevate?
Was it because he was saying stuff you didn't want to hear? Is that what it was?
Understand him. He's over there slurring so bad. Talk about autistic.
Yeah,
Tony might be autistic. He also has one leg, and so he is handicapped.
I apologize to him.
Yeah, don't apologize to autistic people. What is wrong with you?
Treat him like a normal human being.
Someone needs to maybe control his internet settings, I guess.
It is probably true.
Well, I know a special little autist who needs his internet controlled.
Ubo for sure.
No, not
Mirror on the wall.
Who's the fairest of them all? It's me, motherfucker. Look at this dog.
That's magic mirror now.
Look at this.
She never
dog.
said mirror.
Yeah, but what do you think about this dog, huh?
Again, you keep bringing up movies that you don't realize there are different cuts of movies. There are edits. And it's especially if it's a Disney movie, it's going to for sure be different than what it was 20 years ago. It's just how it is. The movies change.
Do you have any idea how many cuts of Blade Runner there are? You'd shit your pants, John.
Oh, that's another great example.
Weak explanation.
What about the Snyder cut?
That's
we
like
all
a completely
different movie.
What's that?
What about the Snyder cut? It's still a shitty movie, but like almost a completely different movie of the Justice League. They released like a dog shit film, and then they incorporated a bunch of cutting room floor stuff that obviously a lot of people who saw the first film wouldn't remember from seeing the super cut of it, right? Is that the Mandela effect?
What are the odds? No, I don't know. But what are the odds that if there's so many different cuts, that we all seen the cut that's so obscure, but the main one, the one that is now, we didn't ever seem to see? What are the odds?
Like the story that you're talking about, like with the story of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs has been around for like several hundred years, right? Like in any number of the times that story has been told, like there's no chance that it changed in any way, like in the telling.
Where did you watch it? Did you get it from a book 100 years ago, or did you get it from a Disney film? Is my question.
I can't remember watching Snow White when I was a kid.
Be honest, I never watched Snow White. I know
I watched that. I watched that Robin Hood and Fox and the Hound. Fox and the Hound made me cry.
Lucy, I'm home. You got some splaining to do? Did I get that from a different cut?
Well, I mean, you're talking about movies and watching different cuts and getting messages from films. I mean, it kind of sounds like you're the one who's getting all of your stuff from stories, movies,
this started
storybooks.
For me in 2014. I just told you, in Jerusalem, reading my Bible. There was nobody talking about Mandela effects to my knowledge.
Well, then how did you even get on that then? Like, how'd you go from the Bible to Ridley Scott?
All of a sudden, I started seeing everybody's talking about these changes, and I said, wow, that happened to me. I know exactly what you're talking about. It's real. I know where I was, what I was doing, and I know who did it. It's God.
All right. I have to table this.
I'm just as confused as
I have to go work in like 8 hours.
Yeah, I have stuff I have to attend to. John Thomas, this has been extremely constructive. How about tomorrow at 6. Work for you, John
Tomorrow at
Thomas?
6.
Oh yeah,
I'll try.
please.
I'll
Well, what works for you, 6 or 8?
try.
I don't want to do it as late tomorrow because I
6
don't
would
have
probably
to.
be good. I never know if I'm gonna be too busy, but I got you notified if you go live, and I'll try to pop in when I can. That's all I can promise.
Okay, please do, John Thomas. Okay.
I appreciate you, sir. And
Alrighty.
I just want to say to everybody on the panel, it has been good. This is what I like to do, and I mean, though we may disagree, we're just going to have to see who came out on the right side of history.
Yeah.
You have a wonderful night, John.
Yeah, trust me, we have plenty of fun in store for the future. Okay, this is called a symbiotic relationship. Okay, we'll be just fine.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. See you guys,
gentlemen.
All right, have a good one.
Take it easy, guys.
Have a good one.
Y'all be safe.
You too. Thanks for coming on.
See ya, MGR.
See you.
All right. Well, that was that. And closing statements are, we'll be seeing them tomorrow.
And
Tune in.
CVG is gay.
Yeah, I second that. I second
Yeah,
that.
definitely. You got me.
But
Hands
then
in the air.
Steve also kisses men's
Yes, I kiss men a lot.
a lot.
Right.
I guess we'll go out with a little classic video. Everybody have a good night. Thanks for showing up, and I will see y'all tomorrow.
Right on. Thanks.
Pasta bowl, yeah, that's my show, and me oh my oh. CVG, Linguini, Steve, and the drunken serval. Oh my god, it's finally time, and me oh my oh. Son of a gun, we'll have big fun with Otaku. Trevor, please let me squeeze them big O titties. Your grandma died and then you lied about touching kitties. Your dick is small, no friends at all, me oh my oh. Son of a gun, we'll have big fun with Otaku. Take a shot, we'll smoke some pot, the chat is buzzing. Holy shit, it's time we call Trevor's cousin. His dick is small, no friends at all, me oh my oh. Son of a gun, we'll have big fun with Otaku. Trevor, please let me squeeze them big O titties. Your grandma died and then you lied about touching kitties. You're such a slob with a part-time job, me oh my oh. Son of a gun, we'll have big fun with Otaku. Trevor, please let me squeeze them big O titties. Your grandma died and then you lied about touching kitties. Your dick is small, no friends at all, me oh my oh. Son of a gun, we'll have big fun with Otaku. You're such a slob with a part-time job, me oh my oh. Son of a gun, we'll have big fun with Otaku. Ah!